Ladies and gentlemen, we are live. We are live and back at it again, folks. It's another wrestling stream. It's another night of Wrestling for Life Network. It's another night of all your favorites. But we have NXT on tap tonight. It's going to be a fun one coming off the heels of Heatwave. What is the Ethan Page era look like? What other stories are we lining up? What other fun stuff are we going to get into tonight? Lots to talk about, lots to get into. Blow up that chat. It's going to be a good one, folks. So strap in, strap on, grab your snacks, grab your feel good, and let's go. Ding, ding, ding. We are live and back at it again, folks. Like I said, we are the Wrestling for Life Network. Nick already taking a pause for the cause and dropping off. Give me a moment. Like I said, we are the Wrestling for Life Network. We are back for NXT tonight. Hope everyone out there's ready for a fun one. It's going to be a good show. We got lots to talk about. Ethan Page is your new NXT champion. Roxy successfully defends her title. Is Julie on the horizon? Is MCMG in the building? So much rumors, so much to talk about. And of course, the tease of all teases, as Joe Hendry right at the end of, speaking of teasing.
We believe, sorry, the internet demons grabbed me at the last second here.
But folks, we got lots to get into with NXT tonight. I will remind you, I am Mr. Every Night KJ White, the Iron Man of YouTube, and that is Houdini.
Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, children of all ages, the Wrestling for Life Network proudly brings to you its YouTube tag stream champions of the world, the Every Night Delight, KJ White. I'm Big Nick, and yes, apparently I'm Houdini. Apparently, the internet just decided no NXT for you because I believe in Joe Hendry. We had the tease at the end of Heatwave. Could we see him tonight, sir?
Joe Hendry, I imagine. I mean, again, you're going to tease it. You better follow it up with something. So what a very intriguing, interesting way to go off the air. The absolute last thing we saw at Heatwave, which was a really good pay-per-view, is Joe Hendry's face. Like, that to me speaks volumes.
Oh, 100%. Right after Ethan Page wins, you have 3 stellar matches right in a row. Heatwave, some people are saying, outdid Money in the Bank. Money in the Bank. And then you end it with still Joe Hendry's. The last shot that you see of the entire weekend in wrestling for WWE is Joe Hendry's face on the screen.
Yeah, surprising. I mean, man, it's Joe's been on fire. Joe's taken over the industry. Joe's taken over the world one day at a time, and it's good to see. So what does this mean? Joe Hendry, Ethan Page? Is there something else afoot? Is Trick going to want to get a comeback? He never got pinned. And as we build towards the Great American Bash. So lots to figure out with this now.
Oh, absolutely. And I don't think that they're going to be the only outside talent, I'll say, that could potentially show up, because Jordan Grace has still only showed up before. I saw it came out that her contract ends up in January, so she's definitely going to get some WWE interest. Allegedly, Motor City Machine Guns has been in talks with WWE. Some people trying to say that they've signed. I haven't seen anything confirming that. WWE going after Stephanie Vaquer. We already know, Starks is pretty much on his way over. Julia's bound to show up here sooner rather than later.
Yeah, and I mean, it's funny because I did see some reports of, MCMG going to WWE, which was also the same people 3 weeks ago that were like, they signed with AEW. So hold on tight, folks. Like we said, wait until you hear it from us before you believe it.
Right. Wait, like you said, wait until you see it before you believe it.
Absolutely, man. I mean, again, and again, going into tonight, lots of intrigue. Even Sol Ruka taking on Fallon. Fallon's been on fire. Sol Ruka on the come up, getting a win on the weekend, or getting a tight loss. Actually.
Close match. That's the match that Meltzer and Alvarez looked like complete and total dumbasses because it did the exact same moveset, exact same sequence as Ricochet and Ospreay that they loved.
Yep, absolute hypocrites. And as you said many times, Nick, it's goalpost moving, and it feels like the 3 letters in front of what's happening is more important than what's actually happening. So it's unfortunate. It destroys all credibility in men like that. And at the end of the day, that's why people turn to us. So welcome to the show. Welcome to the channel. See the chat filling up. Be a friend, tell a friend.
Often imitated, never replicated, never duplicated. Do I need to slow it down for Boston? I haven't seen him in the chat yet. So
he's not here yet, though. He's slow moving as it is.
Right.
Folks, we are about 9 minutes away from the start of NXT. We are back tomorrow for Dynamite Thursday Dirt Sheet Debates. We'll go live again at 8 p.m. SmackDown. Then we got more wrestling coming your way, more pay-per-views coming your way. We're working on some deals. We're working on some interviews. I know it's long overdue for the interviews.
Big things popping, little things stopping.
That's it, folks. So make sure you be a friend, tell a friend. I want to see triple digits in this chat tonight. Coming off a big night for the channel last night. A good Raw. Again, the wrestling's cooking. In a lot of ways, it's cooking.
Oh, absolutely. Christ, we had Rhea Ripley return last night to end Monday Night Raw, which was fantastic. I know I was kind of mad that it just cut for pretty much USA Network.
Right.
But we also had the whole intro to the show with CM Punk and Seth Rollins, which was great. I guess with it being you, I can't be too sorry now, can I?
No.
And then Bo Dallas showing up in Adam Pearce's locker room, his office. And then you've got people are calling him the Lady Shield and everything of Shayna, Sonya Deville, and Zoe Starks.
Yeah. No, absolutely solid.
100%. And that's a way that you cook. Like each one of those was a different segment throughout 3 hours of the show. You had big, huge high spots, all fantastic stuff.
Absolutely. Rocco, good to see you. I think Ego has to change his finisher. The impact when he does it to me seems weak. We'll see. What do you feel?
I was going to say, I'm trying to remember his finisher. So I guess it's might be not that impactful.
Right. What's up? What's up, Cav? Hope you're doing well. Damien, good to see you. I'm predicting Motor City Machine Gun show up tonight on NXT. We'll see. Fightful Select reported Motor City Machine Guns.
I will check you, Damien. I will check you while KJ reads.
Damien, don't bluff. Damien usually don't bluff.
Yeah,
Eric, welcome back. How you doing? I predict that Wesley will team up with the boys, with his boys and the Rascalz. Yeah. Who is it? One half of the Rascalz have a match this Thursday.
Ace Austin. No, never mind.
No, wait, time out.
Move on. Sorry.
But anyway, I think we kind of talked about this. It might be easier to send one guy to TNA than having 2 or 3 guys come the other way. So, yeah, it's very possible. And Wesley's in a pickle because, again, he's a great little underdog and he's a great wrestler. But where do you go? Oh, this is Oba's fucking world, and he's just living in it.
Oh, 100% at this point. And we talked about it during Heatwave that it might be one of those situations to where he goes over to TNA because it's a lot easier to bring over one person than it is to bring 4 over.
100%. Michael's saying, is it tonight we're getting the sit down between Brooks Jensen and Shawn Michaels? I believe so. I did miss last week, though, Nick.
Is it tonight that we are getting the sit down between Brooks Jensen and Shawn Michaels? I haven't seen anything saying that, so I cannot confirm that. If we do, it'll be great because I think this whole thing's fantastic. Even I still go to this man's Twitter now to where it's just literally his header is just I'm a Mark, and he constantly is just quote tweeting, taking shots at Shawn Michaels.
Yeah, no, it's been good. It's been so good. I mean, overall, I'm super impressed. It was a guy that was pretty much floundering, but that's the fun of NXT. I'll give him that for sure.
Right.
Eric, welcome back. Damien, again, thoughts on WWE signing Joe Testori, 3-man announced team for SmackDown. Maybe, do you know more about Joe than I do?
I know Joe Tessitore because he works for ESPN. Yeah, of course I know Joe. But he works for ESPN. He does a lot of like their college football broadcasts and everything. I was actually even before we went live listening to like a kind of almost a highlight reel of his calls for like college football. And I think he adds a level of legitimacy to the commentary, and it's going to be interesting to see them to go back to the 3-man team. But I do also like how much the outpouring's been for Corey Graves of how putting over how good Corey's been. With everything. If he had to get Kevin Patrick over. Right. And I'm telling you, the wrestling fans are funny because they're like, Corey sucks. We're moving Corey to second position. We love Corey. Corey's amazing. Corey. Like, come on. It's like, wait, if they release Booker T,
Wait till you hear the outcry for Booker T.
Oh, 100%. And then there's how many people that can't stand him on NXT. But no, I think they'll still have Corey be like the Cole,
Yeah.
and they'll have Tessitore be kind of, well, actually, maybe he would be, well, maybe he's kind of the pop guy. I don't know. Moving on.
Yeah. Happy NXT Day, Scott. Welcome back. Kyle, welcome back. RM girl, did you figure out anything?
Oh, I have not seen anything that officially confirms that I went to Fightful's Twitter. So unless it's on Fightful Select, which I don't pay for, sorry for you, Sean.
Not worth it.
Right. And then I even just searched Motor City Machine Guns, and it still seems wishy-washy of up in the air of if they're actually signed, if they're coming. Like there's the buzz going around that they're going to be here.
It's interesting.
Very much so.
Evening. Stoner Jesus, may the blunt be with you. Welcome on back, sir. Good to see you. Good to see you. Vance, welcome back. Will Town, good to see you. Ken is with us. There we go. There we go. See Money, always a pleasure to see you. Scottish Joe. Joe Hendry will lose to Ego in a return for his loss. He wins at Slammiversary, new TNA World Champion. I could see that.
Well, it depends on when they do this match and everything, because Slammiversary is coming up, and people have even kind of suggested, does this give away the end result for Slammiversary and say you do TNA World Champion Joe Hendry versus NXT World Champion Ethan Page?
Potentially. Because, I mean, again, I think the intriguing part is still like a guy like Moose. You can't rule out the fact that Moose retains, and it's Moose versus Ethan Page. It's, you know, there's
Moose versus Obado.
Right? I know. I think the Heritage Cup match will be a heater. This one's intriguing to me because I haven't really been that into the whole Heritage thing lately.
The Italian-American Heritage Cup.
Right? So Tony D will defend that Heritage Cup tonight. If Nick could remind me against who.
He's taking on Lexus King.
That's right.
The Ayatollah of beard stylings and roller.
Right. So we got to see what they bring to the table. We got to see what's up. I wait till I see proposed signing actually on TV. Facts. My skeptical ass don't believe nothing. I'm too jaded by everything.
At this point, because we've talked about it, of the dirt sheets end up being fucking wrong a good chunk of the time. It's kind of like the weatherman. I'll stick my arm out and see if it's raining before I fucking leave. They're going to tell me.
100%. Can't wait to see Ricky Starks free from the snowman. Let it go. Let it go. Easy Bake, welcome back. Denisha, always a pleasure. Richard's with us. MDB, the chump is here. Get your knee pads.
Right.
KJ Nick, hello, says Bo. Welcome.
Bo said so.
Bonkers back with us. Any MCMG tonight or not? I'm leaning towards not likely, but possible.
I would think it'd be fantastic if it happens. I mean, you could instantly set up. I don't know if I'd want them fully in NXT. Like, you want them versus DIY. But it'd be really interesting. I don't think it's really likely. But we'll see. We'll see.
The J in KJ stands for Jaden. Hey guys, I watched the main event of Heat Wave. The finish was silly, but I called Ethan Page the winner. I thought the finish was good. I didn't think it was that silly.
Oh no, not at all. I think it. Well, you saw people saying Ethan Page is the first person to win a title accidentally. But
I don't think that's accurate. I think others have.
Oh yeah, but I still think it makes sense within that of that's a way you still have Trick look strong. You could potentially set up. You're probably doing Trick versus Son Spears after. Let me say that twice, but because he had him pulling Trick out there, so he couldn't break up the pin. Ethan's gonna go on to God knows what, but I think it works at keeping everybody looking strong. Yeah, and Devon should have been the one to take the pin. He's the youngest in the match. He was the one that's we really didn't think would have won, but would have been really cool and insane if he did. Because I've got forever. Sorry.
Oh shit! I'm watching soccer.
Ole, 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 ole.
The biggest game in Canadian soccer history as they take on Argentina in the semifinals.
How many 16-year-olds do you have on your team?
A lot, probably.
That's insane. A 16-year-old out there scoring in the Euros.
Right? It's insane. I have Chase U on screen right now. Wesley.
I've got Chase U, just got Wesley, so you're like a half second ahead.
Let me know when you get Ruka. Ladies and gentlemen, NXT is kicking off, and Nick and I are just syncing up. You got Soul?
I got the soul. It's multiplying.
Alina? Kalani?
I got the highlight through their match here. We'll probably find an easier spot when the show kicks off, so we'll go for here now.
Oh, you had okay. Kalani, your North American champion, a hell of a match. I don't give a shit what Dave Meltzer says. Ridiculous that he again. Some people don't like. Some people believe their own pathology.
They can't admit when they're wrong either. That's the thing. There's been plenty of times where we've had to walk it back or been publicly wrong. I've done it multiple times recently. So to be able to sit there and still take it on the chin and I was wrong with this, that was a bad take. Now that I've really thought it over, what have you. But to just be so blindly ignorant of, and if you disagree, you're the one that's wrong. No, motherfucker.
No, and we're poking holes in your game, man. It's like Carlos Mencia. Like, we can see what you're doing. The evidence is right here for us. Yeah, like, we see it. Like, there's proof. Like, it's there. Like, here's the side-by-side comparable. So, really, let's be real.
Right. I've got the Lola Roxanne match.
Yeah, Lola getting stomped on.
I got the Pop Rocks onto the announce desk. No, the Pop Rocks for the... And even there, I liked where they didn't show it, but I still remember it, to where Roxanne they were fumbly-bumbly on the second Pop Rocks to finish the match, and then she turned around and just instantly rolled back through, run it back.
And again, that's what I think. People got to get the idea of this pristineness out of their head. I mean, you have a moment, but if you do it right, and that moment worked out well. It was stumbly-bumbly, and then she dragged her by the fucking top and hit her again. Like,
it's like watching the NFL, the NHL, or anything like that. Yeah. Like, shit, it's not fucking Madden. Just because they can do it in 2K doesn't mean they do it all the time here.
90% of the chat think we're getting Joe Hendry, and right now 80% think we're getting MCMG as well.
If we do, thy cup runneth over. And again, someone check on Anthony.
It's true, MDB. Saw him a few times live. Yeah, we're gonna have to check on Anthony tonight. We haven't seen him yet.
Jeremy Lin running comedy. Yes, he did.
He did.
Lin Sanity.
Rox and Lola was a banger. Good match.
That match, the tag match, and the main event were the three best matches I think we saw on the weekend.
So they include Joe Hendry in the preview.
I just got Joe.
As I got Orlando, Florida just popped up on my screen. Let me know when you get Orlando, Florida.
I have the NXT arena, all that. Orlando, Florida. So yeah.
Okay.
Sorry.
Here we go, folks. What's up, Clay? I'm excited for SummerSlam on August 3rd. We're excited for SummerSlam. We're excited for a whole lot of other things. We're going to be covering all your favorite wrestling. We got lots to cover, lots to bring you. Wrestling Court's coming back. Right. We got more. We got more preview shows as Ethan Page, your new NXT champion, kicking it off with security.
He's got security with him too.
Right.
I like him as champion, and it was the right call to do it. Trick needed a bit of a reset. We've talked about that multiple times. And you can't have Ethan Page go out there with everything and lose again and again and again.
No. And now they have a reason for Trick to chase, which Trick might be better off chasing right now.
He's been proven a bit at this point. He's better off chasing, and he needs an individual story, a breakaway story from the Carmelo situation. Because that ended on a sour note because those matches weren't good.
Yeah, I got no problem with Ethan. And no offense to Trick. Trick, you got yourself over huge, quick, fast, maybe too fast. But Ethan Page is so polished, so ready to go.
Oh, 100%. As we've got say his name and he appears signs. We've got, not my champ. They realize they can say shut the hell up, and that way they don't get censored.
I believe in Joe Hendry in the back. There we go. They didn't tell that sign to go away. I'm here for TNA. I bet you are, bro.
A giant freaking ego.
There we go.
Oh, whoop that yick.
What?
YRICK, sir. Holy crap, it's Ethan Page. What is he doing in the NXT zone?
Wait, what?
Boss, are you just getting caught up out here? Seriously? I thought you were fibbing and ribbing, but if you're just getting caught up, yeah, Ethan Page been here for a minute or two.
The crowd is loud. Like, you can almost hear the crowd better than you can hear Ethan.
Yeah, I'm literally trying to make sure mine's down enough because you can hear the crowd more than I could hear him talk.
Right?
Oh, somebody. Oh, that's why you got the security, because I remember you, mother. When I see you, it's on site.
But security's busy now, Nick. Security's busy, Nick. Who comes up behind him?
Oh, there's going to be somebody, because of course he's got his back to a corner, and I was waiting for the shot. I do like the Aura's out here just doing his best CM Punk impression of just out here. I'm a your whole day up, bro.
Right. Aura's like, I mean, NXT in general. Like, you got Jensen popping up. At one point you had Gacy popping up. Oro just pops up. Like, it is a little chaotic here on Tuesdays.
You keep the we don't know what the fuck is going to happen approach going. Boo, Ethan Page. Overzealous degenerates. Hey, that's our tag team name.
Whoop that trick. I like that. Overzealous.
NDB, you got a star. Boston, what up? Oragel Mensa. God. At least an Ego's Edge finish. What?
Please stop talking. Good sign. Chase you in full effect.
It really is, though. Like, unless the crowd is that goddamn loud, like, he feels like he's at the level of audio that the crowd should be at, and the crowd's where he should be at, because they're just getting drowning this man out.
They're all standing. They're all standing, and you can visibly see
arms crossed, just pissed.
Yeah, moving and yelling, and yeah, but they're all standing. There are guys straight on the hard stand here in the green with the hat. Had a few pops before the show for sure.
Oh yeah.
Feeling good.
Well, and then Ethan Page even doing the whole "we are NXT" and then snaps back around. This is the era of the ego.
Era of the ego.
As
lights out or lights blink.
Trick.
Da-da. Trigg Williams, cut the music.
As the whole crowd just whoop that Trick. He told him to cut the music. They're still just chanting.
Boss Monster just gave up on Tubbs. Said nope. You've been missing a lot, my guy.
I was gonna say, well, at least you hopefully still watch us.
When do we get this match?
No Mercy. That they announced September 1st. You need to away from this for a while.
That is so far away. September.
What else? What do? You do it on a regular NXT? You do it at Great American Bash?
Great American Bash?
Maybe. But then Trick loses clean?
I don't mind Trick losing. Page is the guy.
Fair. Then Great American Bash might be it.
You're not the guy around here anymore. Crispy Jordan 11s. There you go. Good eye.
Yeah. His request for a rematch. He died. Now here comes Spears. Spears versus Trick first.
I think we might get Spears versus Javon.
No. Javon, I don't know where we go with him. I still like him, and he very much proved he should be in that level, that caliber, and everything. He kind of made sense there. He was damn near the MVP of that match. Right. But we need Spears versus Trick, because Spears is what cost Trick, because he was holding on to him so he couldn't break the count and everything. He was pulling him out. You need to run that back. Dig into that. Give Spears something.
Oh.
You lost the NXT championship without even getting pinned. So see, Spears is out here halfway working with Ethan Page. We joked about it. We've talked about it. If you could see, you know, Spears and Page together, maybe you add in Alexis King, and then just, hey, would you imagine that?
Trick Williams goes to the back.
Oh. Now here comes Javon.
Bro. Here comes Javon.
So we're just going to run this whole thing back, I guess. We're going to set up a fucking tag match again. We're going to just go, well, we're going backwards in storytelling.
There you go. There you go. Boss is shocked. He just like woke up after, you
literally like those people that do those videos of like explaining wrestling now to myself from 10 years ago.
Right. Hello, Dale. Hello, Dale. Trick Williams will whoop the trick out of Sean Spears.
That's fine. But I don't want to go back to a tag team match because I feel like we kind of just had that the week before. Or 2 weeks before when we had Sexy Red out here.
Did we have Spears? Yeah, we might have.
I think it was. Well, I know we at least had Trick and Javon as a tag team already.
But it looks like that might be what we're getting.
Yeah,
tonight.
That's probably what we're doing, as we've got the reps splitting it up here as the baby faces dump out to your heels. So we're running back to, which was the cleverest move in a while I've seen, of Ariana grabbing the back of, her hair to fucking flip it over for the pin. So her and Carmen won, but now they're going to have a match tonight.
Right.
The bond has been broken. That tag team didn't last too long.
Yeah, it was never meant to be a tag team. So let's go. Too much talking. It was a promo segment, my guy. Chair. Jesus Christ.
Seriously.
Probably, yeah. I feel like that's accurate.
I like this of Trick got whooped. Trick got whooped. Yeah. Oh, yeah, he's very much selling the fucking ribs, my guy.
Yeah.
Good friends, better enemies storyline. There you go. Donnybrook, I like that name, saying now wrestling is cool and trendy. Everybody wants to watch. They're not diehard fans who stuck with it when it sucked.
And covered enough for every fucking minute of it sucking, and we're never sucking like the wrestling.
100%, but it's still, I get the opinion and I get the feel and everything like that. I just hate that level of like gatekeeping of like, well, you didn't suffer like I had to suffer, but then you don't progress. You don't, continue to grow and prosper.
Yeah, no, I get it. But I mean, and we've always, again, very much an open door policy. Everyone at some point kind of lapses on wrestling. It gets put on the back burner. I had given up on wrestling. Like I kind of checked in. I'd pull up, a stream and catch some on-demand shit. But for the most part, I didn't have to see the weekly shows. AEW fixed that for me. So again, I embrace it. Bring people in. Let's be good with this.
Embrace that shit. Yeah, I don't know how much I truly, honestly lapsed. I know one of my big highlights in a memory of like fully getting back super engaged in wrestling was the pipe bomb, but yeah. The table spot look rough, says RM Vance. It's only been 14 minutes of talking. Chair, relax. No, we talk longer on our intros before we even get the O.
Ethan did good. Sean did good. Like Sean and Trick didn't get a whole lot of time to talk, which is good. Evan said a few things, which is good, but ultimately in and out, pretty easy. I'm good with it. I thought it was a great way to start the show.
Right. John saying Trick is due a championship rematch. The Trick shot knocked out Ethan Page on top of Javon. Yes, but is it always going to be that situation of the champions always do an automatic rematch? Because then I feel like we just bounce around that same shit for a while.
Again, I think there's grounds for it, especially with this one, but it doesn't. You have the heels playing it perfectly. Of no. You might feel like you deserve it, but you go to the back of the line, which is interesting, right? Even Spears, like Spears, you were in that match. Don't you go to the back of the line with him?
Yeah, but he didn't lose the championship. Like, does it
Trick.
almost become one of those of you lost it, so now you go way, way back? Well, Christ, we had the whole Damien walking back the whole situation with Seth of, well, homie, you can still, challenge whenever you want, my guy. Yeah. We're friends. We're cool.
Yeah, no, I mean, I think, Trick will get his moment, but they're going to make him battle for it.
I like how, sorry, Grace for the win. Golf for #1 heel viewer. I like that. Well, where was it? MDB is talking about when he missed wrestling. Scott, there was one in here from Donnybrook. There we go. If you can make it through the Mark Henry Mae West days, you can make it through anything. And then people in the chat were all like,
right.
Instantly starting to point out other times, like, the mystery GM,
a baby being punted. Yeah.
It's not my fault. The dog food on the big dog, like every kind of, there was a period everything was bad, has its really big lows.
Man, do you imagine if shit got leaked and had the internet like in those times with all the shit you'd find out, like Schnitzky doing interviews being like, I never wanted to kick the baby.
Yeah, well, I'm sure that shoot interview probably exists out there at this point now.
Right.
Yeah, no. Of back when you actually had, territories and everything. If fucking Twitter existed then, good God, we wouldn't have wrestling now.
Right. 68% saying that MCMG might show up tonight. But folks, get your predictions in. We are on the first commercial break, coming out of it very quick right now, actually, as we set up Carmen taking on Ariana. Get your votes in. Remember, we take a prediction out of 10 at the prediction. We take a rating out of 10 at the end of the night.
Right.
So let us know how you feel about the show. Stay all the way to the end. Be a friend, tell a friend, and let's see if we can get into triple digits here tonight.
As Tiger King, Lexus King out there cutting a promo of just America, rock, flag, and eagle. As Tony out here in a wife beater, tank top. Sorry, I know that's not the appropriate term and everything like that, but the white tank top out here picking basil from his garden and everything.
Right.
Yeah. 2.0 Kira, what up? Chuppy. Yeah, 2.0 was bad. Chuppy.
Right.
Wrestling was so much better before the internet and spoilers, but it's getting back that way around because think about it. We didn't expect Joe Hendry. We didn't expect this. We didn't expect that.
Mm-hmm. And there's stories being. I know there's people within the WWE, more than AEW seemingly, that are, hey, this is going to happen. And it doesn't. It's just a red herring, or it's to send people in one direction or another. We've seen a lot of it.
We get them to go here, so they go there.
100%. Sleight of hand.
Well, Christ, you've had Hunter even talking about that for a while.
Yep.
KG, you watching the Canada game as well? Says
I am. I'm trying, folks. Multitasking.
What's the score?
0-0, almost 20-minute mark. So
fair enough.
Canada. This would be the equivalent of, do you believe in miracles? Like, that's what this would be soccer-wise.
Who's Canada facing? Is I've got Canada on Canada action on NXT of Grace versus Petrovich, but yes.
Yeah, no, Argentina, the number one ranked team in the world, the defending world.
Okay, so yeah, that would make sense. So yeah, that would be very much of us taking back in the USSR.
Right, it definitely would be like a Lake Placid, Miracle on Ice moment. Miracle on Field.
I've been to Lake Placid and all that shit.
Yeah, played on the same ice.
Oh shit.
Yeah, man, we used to go every year.
KJ was the team that they beat, that the Team USA beat before they got to the Russians. Right. Samuel, first show here. Well, welcome. Google Gobble, one of us.
Oh, we got Jane and Nix. Welcome to the channel, folks. We watch more live wrestling than anybody else out there. Whether you're a heel or a babyface, as long as you keep it respectful, we are the Wrestling Utopia.
Right. Taylor Jones, Grace's best thing on NXT. That's actually kind of not a bad show.
She's doing well, man. She's doing well.
Right.
She had She reminds me of Tiff in the way of when they first came out of the gate, I couldn't get my head around it at all. And they just made like a slight correction to a couple
Pivot.
things.
Little pivot.
A little pivot, not a big turn, just a pivot. And they just kind of locked into who they were. And Ariana's done it really well. Tiff, obviously, you know, now our Miss Tiffy in the bank.
Right. I still don't get the fucking mask now at this point. She looks like she's literally like cosplaying an owl, like an emo owl.
Yeah, she's not the first one to run a mask image.
I know, but she's fuck. Is she Rip Hamilton? She's got to keep it on so she can keep her 3-point percentage up and everything like that.
She broke her face, bro.
It's fixed by now, fucker. You wearing two masks?
It sounds painful.
Eric T, what up? Please let Grace win. K-Top Jasmine. Yeah.
Though I think Carmen's got a good amount of upside. I don't.
Oh, that was clever as shit. What the fuck? Why is she just randomly selling her face? She didn't even get hit there. What?
She landed on it. Slipped, fell, landed on her face.
Yeah, I am. You must have slipped, fell, and bumped your motherfucking head.
Yeah.
2, 3.
Karate girl with the dubs.
Well, you're gonna take Carmen, I think, a bit more seriously. Anyways, out the gate, if she's going to be one that could challenge for title.
Colin, who tonight?
Right. Let's go.
Colin wrecking this girl.
I told you, we argued about this the other day. You're probably right now your best heel on NXT in the women's division. Well, next to Roxanne, because Roxanne champ.
She's good. I think you might have been arguing with Anthony. I wasn't here.
No, we were arguing. Well, no, it was a Thursday or whatever.
Maybe.
Yeah, it was. You were arguing that JC was the better heel than Fallon.
I like JC a lot. And Roxy's your best.
Oh, hey, but she's.
Yeah.
What the fuck? What? That was a weird laugh, but.
Here's the meeting. Oh, no, it's Ava. Ava Rain.
But Fallon out there saying, I don't know about you, but I'm sick of these rookies.
Yeah.
Jasmine's a rookie, though.
Kind of.
Just saying. What do you mean, just kind of? She's been there like 2 months at most. Sorry. Nose Malone is on screen.
What is this after school special thing? Don't soften Nost.
What?
I don't want you to soften him. I want him to stay crazy. This heart to heart's bugging me.
This feels like a fucking 2K24 cutscene.
Yeah. I completely understand the pressure you're talking about.
But I think that this could end to where he still loses mind, to where he doesn't get it, to where he's trying to play nice as much. He's trying to be calm and trying to be contained. And then he just, we're already running our hands through the hair. He's going to fucking snap. To give him what? Oh, he got it.
He's back. I can't take her serious, bro. I can't.
They're making this so.
I'm trying.
I can't be mad because they're like making this like a mental health thing. So,
I don't like it.
Fair, but yeah. Anybody out there? I know Men's Mental Health Month was last month, but still, we're on the cusp of it. Reach out. It's better to have you here than not here. But
absolutely. No, I just feel like you had an enraged, crazy Jensen, and it was working. And for him to sit down and be soft now,
you could have had him do like the Punk thing to where he fucking hijacks the show and he walks out. I've got a megaphone now, and I bought a seat, and and he just interrupts the whole. You could have made this a fucking huge thing with this guy.
Yeah, but to like this, like and again, part of it is just Ava, like, there's this after school special delivery of her lines, and it's just. That whole segment to me was just like, oh, you just ruined everything you've done with this kid.
I think they got soft shoed with it when I saw it on Twitter going out of to where they had, I don't know if it was his actual wife or his fiance or what have you, or significant other. But to where she put out a video of like, I don't know where he is, all of that. But people went the way people do online in 2024 with it. And I feel like since then they're like, maybe we've got to roll this back a little.
I don't know.
But I think it would have been great if this man was out there, like I said, if he does the punk of, I've got a megaphone in case they cut my mic off, of just go full, I'm hijacking the fucking show.
Yeah. I'm not
be NXT's Daniel Bryan.
Yeah, I'm gonna run amok until a babyface demands to fight me, and the only reason you let me back in is so the babyface can beat me up. But I'm gonna get the best of the babyface.
You have the moment to where you have Sean up there of, I'm gonna sign you back just so you fucking leave me alone, and so you just shut up, and then he's got to crawl back again. Because now I'm going to start you at the bottom because you've been a pain in my motherfucking side this whole time.
Right.
And then you go all the way up through it. Like I said, it's a goddamn 2K24 story that they could have literally done. And instead they're out here kneecapping it or Bucky Beaver in it.
You got to put these emotions in everything. Fucking just be a dude. I would say
I'm a dude. She's a dude. We're all dudes. Hey, I'm a dude.
You could be a dude. I would say Roxanne, Jada, Fallon, and JC are NXT's top heels, Nick. So
Roxanne, Jada, Fallon, JC. Yeah, that out. Maybe not in that exact order, but I could see what you're saying.
Yeah. And Fallon's on fire right now. Like she's really come out of all this bar rescue bullshit strong. Ava
Probably
is
the best out of everybody, honestly.
Yeah.
We got the least John Taffer on her.
Yeah, right? Ava is so authoritative. Yeah. In that like big sister, you're annoying the fuck out of me way.
In the stop trying to make fetch happen kind of way.
Yeah, right. Love her. Can't have it, right?
Jesus is approving of your digs at Ava.
I just can't take her serious, man.
Brahma B, Degrassi, yeah. MDB, what is this? NXT or Degrassi? They're getting ready for when they go to the CW.
Right? I'm waiting for fucking Drake to roll up in a wheelchair. What the fuck are we doing?
They're not like us. They're not like us. The more you know. I could maybe potentially be going to the WWE Bad Blood Premium Live event in October. Fair enough, Alex. Well, if you do, I'm sure you can try and say hi to Anthony and everything. Yeah, bring a sign. But I believe Anthony will be there as well as fucking Cobra Kai, Lexus King. We've got the Heritage Cup right now. As we're still only a half hour into the show, so this is surprising that this ain't no main event. Now the tag match is going to be the fucking main event, but
yeah, and I think my lack of interest in the Heritage Cup thing has been kind of. I wouldn't expect this to be the main event.
It would have been the only title-y thing on the show, so at least maybe top of the hour.
Maybe, yeah, fair enough. Just waiting for Shawn Michaels to super kick Ava. Shit. All right, folks, get in that chat. Who you taking? Who you taking? Who you taking? Tony D. Sorry, I'm laughing at. We got Shane on DJ. Or Eddie. Why is Shane Thorpe? Eddie Thorpe is DJing.
Yeah. Fire starter. This man's gonna be out here of fucking playing Sandstorm and shit like that.
So Lexus Tony D for the Heritage Cup. And Eddie on the.
I literally feel like I'm gonna just watch this match, imagining that Eddie Thorpe is out there just like fucking Skrillex, just dropping them EDM beats just hard right now. Because that was weird. If he's like fucking DJ Thorpe,
right? I don't like the Lexus character is a douchebag who likes 80s music. To me, he comes off fake. I don't buy anything about him. He just seems so pretend. And I think maybe it's the facial hair. It's just the gimmick seems bullshit.
it's very, to me, young Y2J.
Okay, that's high praise.
No, that's where I've always kind of viewed it of. That's why I joke of it's the Ayatollah of rock and roller, of where he's out there with the kind of the flamboyant outfits, you know, the little fucking top button shit and everything. It gives me that still younger Chris Jericho vibes as far as the character. Not saying that he can't evolve from it. It doesn't need some work or anything, but that's kind of how I view it.
He's even got the ponytail.
That's what I'm saying. That's why that's instantly what I clicked in my head of the blonde hair, all that going hair metal, fucking Van Halen, Iron Maiden shit. That's where I think this is going.
Big back body drop, Tony D, bad blood. There you go. Go. Anyone takes a sign to the show, we'll send you a t-shirt. Lexus King for the win. Not any sign, a sign with our name on it.
Right. They're gonna be, some really terrible sign. Bill Goldberg eats corn the long way. Like, Roxanne, you ain't gotta turn on the red light.
Tony for the win. Big Nick. Oh, this one's for you. You can read that. That's a novel.
Big Nick, much like I was, you were upset about Raw going off the air last night during Liv Morgan and Rhea Ripley and Dom, but I watched plenty of clips today after they went off the air of what happened. Fair enough. I did too as well, sir. Yeah, I saw the whole kind of chase down, and we've said it was 100% what it was going to be of. It's Eddie in China, Mamacita. It's not what it looks like because they were literally 2 seconds away from they were going to smooch.
You definitely looked that way.
That man was about to break like a goddamn fucking Pittsburgh bridge.
Yeah. No, it was really well done. A lot of clicks. Everyone kind of popped. Yeah.
When you got Rhea back and she doesn't have to get physical right away, so if she can't right now, then she's still there and can just be that whole presence as we're
and Eddie playing during that's jokes, man. As
he's literally playing during the fucking intermissions here.
What's weird now? Listen. For those
he's got a whole fucking setup, my guy.
Nick, help me understand something. He goes. We know him as like the strong, you know, the Native American, you know, lineage. Tatanka, blah, Big Chief Strongbow, and all the others.
Yeah.
Right. You bring him back on those vignettes about he wants his heritage, and now he's up in the DJ booth like it's the Players Club. Like,
I mean,
hey,
Fat Man Scoop, Crooklyn Clan, Fat Man Scoop, Crooklyn Clan. He's out there fucking get crazy. I get crazy. I get crazy.
1-0 Tony D, by the way.
Hey.
As Eddie is distracting Lexus.
Well, there is an actual, I will say, on a side note, as we go to commercial, as there is an actual native kind of like EDM dubstep-ish like group that I like called Tribe Called Red. That if he went that way with it, so I mean it kind of works, but at the same time, it's one of those of is this what we're doing now of just, you know, NXT with in-house DJ? He's fucking DJ Paulie D out here of, you know. Oh, beat that beat up, beat that fucking fist pumping and shit. Is he trying to distract the Guidos by getting them to fist pump? That's what it is. He's like, if I play house music, they'll fist pump and get distracted.
Well, in addition to that, this is the Heritage Cup. Is this not the least likely division to have a DJ spinning fucking?
It's gone from what was initially like the pure championship of Ring of Honor to now it's literally the discoteca. It's out there of, you know, with the social media belt, the digital media championship.
Right? Like, is that not like none of this makes sense to me?
Valid.
Dances with trees.
Dances with trees. Yes.
Like it right back.
Well, we already had, you know, sadly long and forgotten of Tree Bear Hill.
Bear Hill. Yeah.
We
We barely knew you.
Right. We barely climbed you. Pause.
Right. Cat for life. Good to see you. Good to see you. Good to see you. Break number 3. It feels like more than that, but I'll take your word for it.
Well,
Lex is
we're only
fabulous.
a fucking half hour into the show.
It's been a long half hour.
Well,
Yes.
you had 15 minutes of fucking promo.
Yeah, but it was a good promo. But I just feel like after the promo, I haven't really got into anything. I don't know what happened. But like, I
Yeah.
feel like maybe it's the vitamins just slowing my shit down. But I'm like,
Slow down, slow way
feel like
down.
it's been a long 30 minutes, man.
Yeah, I was fully expecting when we were going into the start of this match that it would have been like the 9 o'clock hour.
Mhm.
Because that's the thing. Now Raw's it's 3 hours, but it moves. The big thing, especially I remember you bringing it up last night with Raw, was the pacing of that show.
Pacing's great on Mondays right now. Yeah.
Everything has that little bounce to it of all right, we have big moment, then we have enough that lets you catch your breath, and then we pick you back up. It's a fucking nice little roller coaster.
100%, my guy. I'm a huge fan of Eddie. I don't mind Eddie. I know what Eddie's done outside of NXT. He got, he didn't quite find his way, but he had some really good matches. Speaking of your buddy Dijak,
Yeah.
and then he got hurt. But it's just you sold us on like I am going to bring honor to the ones who came before me. Dun, 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 dun. Like
Eddie on the beat. Oh.
Like what are we doing? Where did this come from?
What? Yeah, fuck him up.
Yeah. Joe Hendry.
Yeah, it's so just unexpected and out of nowhere thing. It's not like, and I've got this, and that's why this is going to be here, and whatever. Like that just was a thing that they just. This is a thing now.
Yeah. Yeah. This is what happens when you leave Ava in charge. Then she's like,
we'll have house music for the matches,
right?
Everyone vapes.
Everybody vapes.
Everyone's really into fucking Fortnite and fucking Dogecoin and Bitcoin and shit.
Oh, shit.
I'm just kind of like an old man.
Round comes to an end. Lex gets the neck breaker.
So we're tied up.
I
like the kind of like straight jacket rolling cutter that Lexus does.
And here goes Eddie again. It's fucking hilarious. I can't like it's a heritage cup. Like if anything, you should have fucking Matt Hardy playing the piano. Like what do you
mean? Delete you.
Oh shit!
But no, this is like, is this like what? Like an NHL games like or whatever during the intermission you've got like or when before each face off you've got like do going.
Fucking hell. Say what you want about Ava. Is it better in her role as GM than Christopher Daniels as TK's right hand? Yes, facts. Booking though, right?
I like Ava. That man does not. Christopher Daniels, I don't get it because
that's the problem.
How much authority does the EVPs actually have? And Tony's still fucking there. Like Tony's right there. Yeah. He's not selling the neck brace or anything anymore. He's there. Yeah. So why can't he? You have no marbles. Like so he's got to just find mini Adam Pearce to do his impressions for him. Christopher Daniels looks like he should just be a puppet on Tony Khan's fucking lap.
Jesus Christ, Tony is just
big ass Sam.
Yeah, I mean, again, I think I know I'm critical of Ava, but it's very clear how she is in her role, like who she is, and she is that role. Whether I love it or hate it, we know what she is. Christopher Daniels is just a fucking patsy getting smacked around.
He's just there to be the voice of Tony Khan because Tony Khan doesn't want to put himself on TV anymore, even though he already did, and still does.
Right. Ooh, headbutt. $1:30 left in the 4th round, folks. We are rolling through. Nice.
I got the headbutt. Oh.
Dom and Liv were in the ring making babies, and one of the babies.
And one of those babies looked at me and waved at me.
Oh, money.
Super Nintendo Chalmers.
Happy birthday, Kevin Nash, 65. I heard someone's
That's when you need to get a 2. Sweet. My God.
I heard someone's age today, and it shocked me. I was like, oh, fuck. I can't believe they're that old.
You're
now
wrong.
it'll come back to me. it'll come back around. But there's someone in their 50s, and I'm like, fuck. Why does Lexus King look like a young Paul Burchill? Maybe that. I mean, there's a lot of comparisons here, and it's over.
Yeah. Oh, fucking big ass slam there. Big ass Spymaster 3 count.
Decent match.
I like that it was a bit back, like it was competitive. It was back and forth. It was good. It was still just the fucking DJ's a little weird. Yeah, homie in the green Godfather shirt. It just lost his marbles with this match. He's on all the sauces.
Yeah, all the happiness in that man's life right now.
I like that it was a competitive match, and it's something that Lexus can do, Tony can do. I'd like to see both these guys of how they're going to grow beyond the NXT mid card, because like you have main roster mid card, you have NXT top card, and then you've got like NXT mid card.
Wait, what's happening? Oh, now they're dancing, but we got
beat that beat up.
Oh, Jensen already fucked up as he is laying waste to Javon.
Javon, what? Is he just like, but is he the new Wyatt Six member or something? Like, is this man just possessed? Like, why you need to do that? Why you do that?
He's kind of giving off those Gacy, I'm, a loose cannon vibes pre-Wyatt.
Yeah, but it's one of those, like, my guy, like, how you get back rehired your first day back on the job and instantly fight your coworker.
You're fighting somebody. See, that's why that whole segment was stupid for me, Nick. Because
that shot in the foot now.
Ava should go to him now and say, "Listen, you fucked up. You're out. We had an agreement."
But then that's a waste of time. That passing.
Yeah, I'm with you. Bro. This is a fun match. I thought the match was good. Somebody put in the chat the Heritage division, if you will, feels like to me, and I agreed with the comment, kind of lost its way. It used to be like a very, they were doing the technical. Some of the smaller guys, some like the Pete Dunnes, the faster guys. And then it kind of ventured into like anybody was winning it, and there wasn't really a style to it anymore.
A bit. I feel like we've seen titles do that before. First one that honestly rings a bell with me was the X division that for a bit kind of lost its way of you had. Now, granted, it was interesting when you had Samoa Joe as X division champion and everything. But yeah, it very much has kind of started here. Like I said, it started off as pretty much their version of the Ring of Honor Pure Championship, and now it's getting more sideways. It's got a hook and a bend to it a little bit.
A little bit. And again, it's kind of lost a little bit of the intrigue because, we didn't need a lot of story, just like the Nathan Frazier's, the Axioms. They were just going to go ham for these 3-minute intervals. But, I mean, that was getting
closer and closer to feeling like it should just be a mid-card title at this point. Like, not a little fucking trophy that looks like you won a golf tournament for it, but no.
And then again, Lexus King continues to putter.
And sputter, yeah. He's still out there in the sand trap with a fucking wedge. It seems like, because he's there, he's got talent, there's a thing there, but it's just for whatever reason, it doesn't seem like it's fully ever going to fire on, or it's fully fired on all cylinders.
Yeah, it kind of feels like he blew a tire on
launch.
On launch. Yeah, that's kind of what it is, right? The green flag, and he blew a tire coming out the gate, and that's kind of, he's limping around. We need to get him into the pit and figure something out here. But yeah, I mean, he lost to Dante Chan. He lost here. He's lost pretty much the vast majority of anything he's been involved in.
I'm still telling you, and I know everybody's going to go the way with it that they could, should, and probably, need to. Right. Of you put him, Sean, and you put those two with Ethan Page. I don't know why it took me so long to remember Sean Spears' name. I was thinking Ty Dillinger 10 and everything for some reason, but you put those three together and you have them be kind of his little henchmen. You put them as even a tag team. I think it might. I don't know. They both need some fucking wins here because they're both super talented, but they need some fucking wins.
They need a change for sure. Why did Brooks? We don't know. Like, this would be one of the things that our friend Richard would put in the chat of like, Brooks just jumped Javon, and we're like, okay, Richard, keep puffing. And it just, yeah, it happened. But it's because Brooks is crazy.
Right. Oh yeah, and I'm not crazy. I'm just a little. When have you ever gotten hired or rehired back at a job and then swung on a coworker like within minutes of you fucking accepting the job?
Yeah, it's so funny, right?
Right.
I don't think it's very common. I don't recall swinging at too many people's at jobs.
Right.
Maybe
Number 4. Oh, I like this from Curtis of. Oh, no. Simone Watchman. That's what I was trying to get to. There we go. Good
what's
to see
up?
you fellas passing by to say, acknowledge the tribal chief, my boy Solo. You're not my tribal chief.
Let's go. I love it. Love it. Can't wait to see what they do with this coming out of Money in the Bank now, where this goes.
Yeah, interestingly, and now it's gonna be interesting a little bit to feel or to at least hear now the 3-man booth and a guy from ESPN calling Jacob Fatu with a dive-in headbutt and shit.
And we got you. You stole the whole bloody weekend. But they didn't steal the belts.
This is the couple that just in the bathroom and everything like that, and are now just trying to rally everyone at the bar of how awesome everything is right now. Of like these two are just way too fucking hype for everything right now. No, they are on the spice of life, my guy.
All the other 3 are just looking morose.
Thea Hale, literally, I don't know if it's the makeup she does or what have you, but when she goes like full fucking spastic, she looks like she's possessed by a demon.
Oh, it's crazy. Just stay the fuck still for a moment.
Literally, she like you probably have a bedroom that's got padded walls, and you just bounce off of around like a fucking bouncy ball.
Right. He wants to go to Impact with that behavior. There you go. Maybe that's the plan.
He was trying before. He was out there, cutting promos with Joe Hendry's video playing in the background.
Yeah. Jensen's story doesn't make sense. Hashtag Superkick Ava. We praised this storyline. Oh, on site, we got a brawl.
Yeah, so we got
Tyreek and Tyrell.
I think you might actually be right.
I'm racist if I'm wrong, so I hope not.
No, don't say that.
Thea versus Roxanne. I don't want
Tyson
it.
And Tyreek is yes.
Yes.
There you go. As I have to refresh my thing, but
we are sending you to a drug test. Okay, cool. What kind of drugs am I testing?
Facts. Yeah, we've got TNT taking on Gallus here. That seems to be their goddamn name. It's so much easier. TNT.
TNT. Okay. Ironic.
Yeah, isn't it ironic?
They may give the main event less commercials with so many this early. One can hope.
But so then again, the tag match is the main event, which is the tag match that we got like 2 weeks ago.
I don't think they fought. I know Trick and Javon
they would have been a tag team with Gallus.
Yeah, and Javon got taken out, so we need someone else. Say his name and he appears.
Oh, Sugar Honey Iced Tea.
What do we
think?
If
we need a whole new tag team and we got the Motor City Machine Guns?
Well, stay tuned. Jensen is still running
That's how you sell it, motherfucker.
Right? TNT is a good name. I like the name, yeah.
Well, that's the thing is we'd like to kind of come up with, I know there's a better term for it, but I'm going to just say acronyms for this time of anagrams. That's, I think, what I was trying to say. I'm probably wrong. But to where little triggers to where we can remember who they are because of the name we made up for them.
Right. No, I actually like them. I'm a fan. I really think that there's upside, good size.
They need a lot of development. I don't want to say they're green, but like I need to know why I give a shit. I need to know characters. They need development on a lot of levels.
TNT for the win. I got Gallus for the win. I'm taking Gallus. Yep, Joe Hendry must be replacing Javon. I got a feeling. That's all I know.
That tonight's gonna be a good night.
Can I borrow a feeling?
Scooby-Doo. I don't know why I was going through the whole thing of it is funny looking cartoons. Kira, whatever you're on, put it in rotation, please.
Yeah, send some over.
I need to be smoking that. I don't want. I'm gonna just say that Scooby-Doo pack. I'm not gonna say that Kira pack, but that Scooby-Doo acronym was correct. Thank you. I feel like I'm like now Billy Madison of like you're gonna be Chris Farley of that was correct. Just take another layer off.
Right.
Show me what's under that beautiful beard, sir.
Gallus for the win. Scott, LOL. Gallus for the win. Tyson and Tyreek, future tag champ, says Damien. Oh.
Right.
Copied Low Bridge.
I buffered again, so I think that's my internet telling me to pause for the cause here, sir. So I will be
there you go.
Back in a brief minute.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, we are rolling along. We got a tag match just about to end by the looks of it. And Gallus picking up the W over TNT. I see money. I love it. I love it. I love it. But coffee ends up being the difference on the outside for this one, folks. Nice win. Decent match. Tyreek and Tyson are still very new, very green. I feel like TNT got to win eventually to build their tag division. 100%. They need something. Very ground level for them right now. And Gallus needs something to dig into, in my humble opinion, MDB. We haven't got anything of real substance with Gallus. Trick is upset. He's lost his partner. 1 and 2. Gallus win. Yes, they did. I'm curious to see Tyson and Tariq versus OTM. Uh-oh. Wait a minute. Wait a minute. He's going to go look for a tag team partner. Oh, look who they just teased him, folks. They just teased Joe Hendry. Did y'all catch that? So Trick needs a partner, and Joe Hendry pops up on the screen. As Wesley will be coming out next as we go into a commercial break, folks. I will take a second to remind everybody we are back tomorrow for Dynamite, one of the craziest nights of the week every week. See what TK has up his sleeve. Thursday, we're coming in for a dirt sheet debate where we're going to take a whole bunch of things that have happened lately, and myself, Anthony, and Nick are going to kind of bat them around, dig into some of the hot topics. Friday, we got SmackDown. Next week, we have the award show. We moved it 1 week, but we want to do it right. So the award show, our half-year awards, will be going live on next Thursday. We're working on interviews. We're working on some other watch-along ideas, and we got lots more coming your way. So be a friend, tell a friend. If you can hear my voice right now, take this link and share it. See if we can get up to triple digits on a Tuesday night. But the show rolls on, folks. Lots happening. And now, Trick William needs a partner. And Joe Hendry, looks like Joe Hendry might be in the main event. The Rascalz to show up tonight. I don't know about the Rascalz. I'm not sure. I feel like they've been very strategic and not had too much happen all at once. Could we get the Rascalz? Could we get NCMG at some point? But listen, they just made it very clear that there's a high probability that Joe Hendry is going to be in the main event tonight. There you go. Say his name, folks. Gallus wins. Yes, it did. 3-0 for Curtis. Let's go. Joe Hendry is like Beetlejuice just waiting to be called. That's it. That's it. Tyson and Tyreek remind me of Crime Time. Do you think the comparison? I get the comparable. I understand that 100%. But Joe Hendry is the main event. Rascalz to show up tonight. We'll see. We'll see. We'll see. We'll see Wesley coming out next to talk about his future. So maybe that's where his friends show up. We'll see. Say his name, man. Here we go. Here we go. Joe Hendry is taken out by Gallus. Richard, there you are. We were just talking about you, my friend. Break number 5. You know what I'm thinking? Wesley up next to be in NXT title picture. I don't know. I don't know. I think it's congested at the top right now, and I don't know that Wesley fits in there, John. Joe Hendry, let's go. If you guys are just tuning in and you're not watching NXT, we literally had Trick Williams talking backstage about how Javon Evans has been taken out and he needs a partner. And right behind him on the screen appeared one Joe Hendry. So there we go. There you go. Fact. Not a bad show, right? The only other team to wrestle in Tim's. Truth. Dempsey and No Quarter Catch Crew show up and attack Wesley. Maybe. But remember, No Quarter Catch Crew is like a 1/3 of a crew now. So we're losing members by the minute here with the No Catch Quarter Pounder crew. So I don't know. Maybe. And Dempsey did show up the other way. Joe Hendry, future NXT champion. Highly possible. Highly possible. I wouldn't doubt it for a second, Christopher. I think the sky is the limit. I think if you took Joe Hendry and dropped him on the main roster on Raw or SmackDown, he'd be a star. It would work. It would make sense. He'd get over. And he goes. I know a lot of people talk about his song and, you know, his gimmick and the music videos. But when the ding ding happens, he turns it on. He can go. Joe Hendry ain't beating all. No, I agree with that. But it's a fun setup, though. It's definitely a fun setup. But I could see Joe being the new champion coming out of Slammiversary. I don't know if Anthony agrees with that, but I'm definitely feeling like Joe could be your next TNA champion. Here comes Wesley, folks. Jordan Elder, how you doing? How you doing? Welcome to the chat. Hope you're doing well. 420 Daydreamer. Good grief, Batman. I almost didn't make it. Well, better late than never, my guy. Could you see Jordan Grace as NXT Women's Champion when she comes to NXT in January? 100%. I could see her as WWE Women's Champion. I think Jordan Grace is a phenomenal talent, and I think they'll do really well with her. And if that's what she chooses to do and ends up in WWE, the sky's the limit. Just like we said with Joe, there's a lot of upside to Jordan Grace. We got Rhea last night, Joe Hendry tonight, doubling up. Let's see. But definitely feels that way, Scott. So I mean, as wrestling fans, we're quite spoiled as of late. Wesley giving us another one of these emotional talks. His shirt says "Find Yourself." Maybe he's leaving. As we get West Chance, Western League. That's funny. Very good. I enjoy Joe Hendry versus All Ego with both of them holding titles. Facts. I'm down. I don't know, KJ. It's the fact that it's an elimination match at Summerversary that's stopping me from putting my money on Hendry. Good point. Very good point. Interesting. Okay, so Wesley, very somber, giving a shout out to Oba for being the better man. 100%. I'm with you, Dale, MDB. Get him in the ring. And it works. I mean, again, you have All Ego, the guy that takes himself super serious, and you have Joe Hendry come in and kind of mess with him, make an All Ego song. Woo! He's just, you're just Josh Alexander's bitch. I mean, it could happen. Yeah, it was good. All right. Not a bad promo, not a bad energy. Wesley's believable. I always remember the West matches with Carmelo over the NXT North American Championship. Absolutely. And I don't dislike Wes. They are in a jam with Wes. I'm really curious where he goes from here because he's that, again, great underdog. Goes hard in that ring, but he's lost a lot. So where do we go? Like, he was dominated. I would not be surprised if Mandy Rose would return and regain the NXT women's title. Dude, the place would go nuts. That'd be a big deal, and then some. giving them the treatment, are you? I think my issue with this right now, and I don't dislike Wesley, but I feel like we've been down this road with Wes 3 times. Please don't go. Oh, it's ridiculous. It is ridiculous, Scott, how much we've gotten in 2024. And 2025 is shaping up to be insane. That's why we see strap in and strap on. Oh, wait a minute. Wait a minute. Wait a minute. We got the Rascalz. Let's go. The Rascalz are on NXT. Zachary is back. Trey Miguel. We got some reuniting to do, and it feels so good, folks. Let's go. Wesley just tearing up. I'm going to cry, and then you're going to cry, and then we're all going to cry. TNA chants break out. What are we doing here? What are you doing here? Rascalz are back. Let's go. Let's go. I died. We can't believe it either. I mean, it's crazy. Welcome back. Welcome back. Nah, they didn't forget Zach used to be in these halls. I like that. What are you guys doing here? What are you doing here? Let's go. And they're still teasing Joe. Like, this is crazy shit. Let's go. I wonder if they told Wes. That'd be even better if they didn't. Anthony faint. I got the vapors. Someone give Anthony CPR. We're the very best tag team to ever step in this building. Is that Ricochet's son? I would like to see Trey Miguel, Ricochet bang it out. Let's go. Zach Wentz, charges dropped. Long story. I don't know where that went, but there's a lot of twists and turns to that story. So they're gone enough that WWE is okay with them being present. Eric, you were right, man. I didn't know if we were going to get all of this, but again, be greedy, I suppose. Jermaine, get me a tissue. Tito, stop teasing. NXT is cooking. Let's go. But what does it mean? Well, it means that Wesley isn't done, but who's going to fight the Rascalz? Speaking of Rascalz.
Do we have Alfalfa and Toad and everything?
Right.
You know, I got $1. Hey. But yeah, someone check on Anthony, by the way, because this man's been calling for a minute about the Rascalz showing up here. So again,
yeah, man.
If you're Anthony, if you can hear the sound of our voice, just type 1 in the chat, even at least, to let us know you're good. I just died, so Jesus, H. Anthony out there, Jesus, perform your resurrections out here.
Oh, dude, 420, my guy, you're speaking my language. That was beautiful. It was fucking awesome. Jermaine, give me a tissue. Tito, stop teasing. And this is the best shit. Fuck. So, dude, Rascalz back. Little bit more.
Yeah, just holy sugar on the iced tea, my guy.
And Zachary Wentz carried the weight. Zachary did the whole, like, we were one of the best tag teams ever step in this building. We are We are you are one of you are the best North American champion ever. You're not going anywhere. Like, and the crowd popped. Welcomed him back.
Remember who you are, Simba.
Right? Here
It's
comes
been
Chief
such a fun ride. Absolutely. And I like this though from Anthony of I'm not okay. I might have tears rolling down my face.
It was a good moment, man. I love it. All right, ladies and gentlemen, let us know. I mean, Rascalz are in the building. Again, another thing. So Trick comes out and says, I need a partner. And right behind his head on the screen, Joe pops up.
Say his name, man.
Oh, we're getting Joe.
Hey, he was out there saying of anytime, anywhere,
Right?
any place.
Trick's like, I have an idea. I don't know if it's a good idea, but and then Joe, like they're playing with us. I love it.
We've talked about this of how if and when they were going to do the kind of TNA crossovers, and that's a hell of a way to do it. You've got the Rascalz already start the top of the hour. Now you tease main event with Joe Hendry.
Yeah. What I like about this, Nick, different than the Forbidden Door, just to kind of compare the same concept, is this is a sprinkling. This is like, you know, like it's a sprinkle. It's not just here's all the people and they're all like they're pick an opponent. It's being dropped in, and then like some weeks it's two.
They fit within the story.
Yeah.
That's really what it is. Of the Rascalz fit there because of the tie-in and the connection to Wesley. Right. Jordan Grace fits in because it was a huge match and a huge challenger for Roxanne.
Yeah.
Joe Hendry fits in because he's been teasing it. He's still salty. He's out there. And anytime, anywhere, HBK, I'll show up.
Right. I'm not crying. You're crying. MSK Rascalz.
Who's cutting onions?
Who's cutting onions? Instantly, Trey. No, not Trey. Instantly, Wesley just covered his eyes, and it was like, oh man, this is cool. But up next, Izzy Dane.
Yeah.
Izzy gonna take on our friend Thea Hale. So that should be an exciting one. I'll burn.
Yay. As KJ's taking a pause on that note, I can't be mad at him. But Izzy getting busy for the win? Yeah, Izzy's got to win this, I feel. Thea Hale's just, she's the spastic squirrel. Scott saying, Anthony, we need bigger stars from NXT to show up on TNA, boost their ratings. Give it time, and it's still even. This is a relationship that still very much knows that WWE's in the power position out here of TNA gets the benefit of having a Charlie Dempsey show up because it pops the ratings, because it's a holy shit fuck. It's a WWE guy showing up on TNA. That's still different than a TNA guy shows up on WWE, what have you. So I get it, and I think that we're still going to eventually get more of those bigger surprises, more of those bigger people involved. I still think we could potentially get an AJ TNA run, but I think that right now it works, and they seem to be cool with it. They seem to be okay with it. It doesn't seem to be completely one-sided like some other partnerships and everything in wrestling have seemed to be. But I am in commercial break right now, so I will remind everybody we are the Wrestling for Life Network. We do this for anything and everything when it comes to pro wrestling. We're back at it like a jackrabbit tomorrow for Wednesday Night Dynamite. We're getting the finals of the Owen Hart tournament. We're going to get Hangman versus Danielson. We're going to get Willow Nightingale taking on Mariah May, the bosom buddy. Then Thursday, we're back out here for a Let's Rumble. We're going through everything going on in wrestling right now. Friday Night SmackDown. Saturday still rolling through on anything and everything pro wrestling. So 100% often imitated, never replicated, never duplicated. And still, it's not a prediction. It's a spoiler. Up to something sees and never sleeps. Big things popping, little things stopping. We got gears and things moving backstage here that we want to make sure we got locked into place before we say anything about them. Yeah, we're moving and grooving, and we appreciate everybody that's here with the journey is 100%. And we just passed 5K and now getting close to 5.3K on the road to 6K. As I've got Izzy Dane coming out right now, and she's winning this match. And I believe Anthony earmuffs, that she recently showed up, or is essentially going to show up on one of the TNA tapings here, of getting involved a little bit in that scene. Which even still, we will be here for Slammiversary as well, by the way. They got to give y'all the appetizers before they give y'all the main course. Stop being greedy. Tell KJ that then. This man's whole fucking gimmick is being greedy. So, yeah. Oh, break number 6. So, let me know, folks. You taking whether taking Thea Hale or Izzy Dame. Got that one. Is Myron Reed on the Indies? Could we see him rejoin the Rascalz? Myron Reed, I know I've seen him on Revolver, on potentially House of Glory. I'm not sure if he's signed with TNA. Yeah, it would be. He's kind of the last one that was missing because we got Carter Nash and we got Trey Miguel. So Myron Reed, yeah, I think he's still bouncing on the Indies. Like I said, I don't know if he's got a true home. Yeah. Oh, damn, on a big boot to Thea here. Thea needs a better character because her in-ring is solid. Well, her in-ring works with her character in the sense of she just won't stop because she's just spastic energy. Motor City Machine Guns are next to show up. We'll see, Damien. Again, don't be upset when they don't do the narrative that you wrote up in your own head. I will just say that. John's agreeing with Scott. What did Scott say? Oh, can I find it quickly? I cannot. So moving on. Oh, did I? Yes, I did. Oh, there we go. So y'all agreeing with Scott of saying that there needs to be a bigger crossover from WWE side onto TNA. Fair enough. I still think that it's balanced enough, I would say, a little bit right now. Of it is still a bigger thing, and it still helps TNA just as much as having huge stars on NXT as it does bigger stars showing up on TNA. As Tatum shows up and is distracting Izzy, as Izzy's just wearing her out here. MDB absolutely like the stream. As let me refresh and see where we're at right now. We are at 76 likes on the stream, folks, as I got about 80 people watching with us. So let's see if we can jump that up and reach triple digits across both boards here right now, folks. Big Nick, here's my thought. NXT sent no quarter catch crew to TNA. TNA sends Joe Hendry and the Rascalz to NXT. Jordan Grace goes from TNA to NXT. Yeah, that's basically essentially what they've done to an extent, or at least they sent Charlie Dempsey. So that's really what they've done so far in the trading of talents. But it's still going to be interesting if there's one that jumps the board and gets signed. Like if a Motor City Machine Guns gets signed by WWE, could they do TNA dates still signed as WWE talent, what have you? Jordan Grace down the road, I feel, is going to sign with WWE. As Thea Hale, she literally looks possessed. She looks like with her fucking, if you freeze frame that, of her coming out of that Kimura win, and she won, by the way, with a submission on Izzy Dame. But if you would have came out of there with her face like that, she looks like a goddamn woman possessed. But Thea Hale picking up the win as Tatum watching on the sides. Speaking of watching on the sides, what?
It's better than speaking of a woman possessed, I suppose.
Well, I mean, tongue out, you hawk tui on that thing.
I'm not that effect. I have that effect. Oh, Oba.
I'm getting old. I'm getting Oba now.
Your friend
Your
must
new
really
friend
like.
must really, really like you.
Who? Duke versus Oba next week.
He's saying how Ridge kind of set it up. So you're still getting that tension between Ridge and
Yeah.
Can Bad News Barrett.
Yeah, absolutely.
Nick, remember 2 months, but we don't see anyone. Wait, what? From NXT showing up at TNA. The door should work both ways.
But we have, and we will.
We've already seen Dempsey. We've seen Tatum Paxley.
Yeah.
It's still the start of it versus the end of it. Like, give it time. And still, we're out here offended on behalf of TNA that they're getting robbed in this deal. If they're liking this deal over the AW deal, what does that tell you about the other deal they had?
Mm-hmm. And they know how much extra views and eyes they're getting by going this way.
Right? Duke Hudson getting all fired up against Oba just to lose. Like, save that energy for the match, my guy, because you're going to need it. Like, you about to just get thrown around like a goddamn stuffed animal.
He'll win.
As we're getting the Rascalz still backstage here. They literally look like, especially with fucking what Wesley's wearing.
I like it.
Look like they just got found out at the orphanage.
Right?
Was that even English? Joe Coffey just said.
Funny as shit. Yeah, it was English. Not slightly.
They even do a
all right. Rascalz.
Oh, don't say his name. Oh, we're still teasing. We're still teasing another man.
Oh, speaking of, what's that face mask? Broke another nose.
Yeah, no, I saw this of Bronco had, I think, like deviated septum surgery or something earlier.
Yeah. I like Matt Riddle. Shocker, right? Yeah, go figure. Yo, by the way, tell your friend RVD stop by and say hi. We'd like to have a chat with him. Maybe
As so we're getting a continued shot of OTM coming out here, but yeah, it was awkward because normally you would have them still talking shit the whole way they're walking out versus that just seemed like we said what we said and now we're just walking. Yeah.
We said stuff. Now let's go.
Right, but Jada, Miss Parker, hi, Miss Parker, is out here looking fantastic. But we're getting out in the mud, taking on the OC here. Yeah, everybody on NXT is fucking Rip Hamilton now.
Gallus versus
LeBron and with the Heat with the fucking Batman mask and everything.
We need a tag. Well, we kind of had that a little bit once upon a time with MSK.
Yeah.
NXT brought to you by plastic surgery.
Literally, rhinoplasty.
Cool one. Camera shot. NXT now. Yeah. I mean, the production has been insane. It's been so good.
Well, it's interesting because they're, like I said, of normally you have that, like you've got Sammy and he's walking through and you feel engaged the whole thing. That felt like we cut our promo and shit, the camera's still on. Just keep walking. Just keep walking. The camera's still on. Just keep walking.
Yeah, Anthony, I think it was the MSK, the old MSK entrance, to be honest. But yeah, I think, but I was busy kind of yelling a lot. So yeah. Anyone want to fact check me on that?
I don't think we're going to get Joe Hendry. I think we might get Josh Alexander.
But they're not teasing Josh. Why would they do like
just literally whoop-de-doo?
Here,
will you give us one good thing so we get a second good thing because we didn't get the one good thing? What?
Right. In time. But they're teasing Joe. They're teasing Joe hard. It'd be weird if it wasn't Joe.
Out the mud for the win. OC for the win. Out the mud. One shouting out Scott D'Amore. Jesse just naming 3-lettered promotions. El Zorro Blanco.
El Zorro Blanco. I like it. I did, however, drop them. We appreciate it. That's our best currency right now, folks. Share the word of the Rascalz for Life Network. We are clipping. We are moving at a pace, and it's fun to watch.
Wait, in whose chat?
In the RVD chat.
The fear I see in the back of your mind makes me believe one of a guy.
Oh, watching that light bulb go off was amazing.
Hey, well, tell me though that ain't a dope ass theme song.
Oh, amazing!
Like, I still listen to that shit just to listen to that shit.
Right? OC for
RVD's why everyone was out there trying to do fucking coast to coast and frog splashes and fucking Van Daminators and shit.
Right. Jesse, I see your comment, not clicking on it, but haha. I love it. I love it. Out of the mud for the wind. In the window.
Tiptoe by the window.
I would have traded script for Jada. Great move on OTM. Yeah, 100%.
Yeah. 100%. That's we're moving on up to the east side.
Click on me. All right.
You did. That's all you had to say.
Y'all need a radio show. This is our radio show.
Do I sound like old time radio? Like 100%.
Spotify.
Yeah, literally. If you want, we got Spotify to where we can sound like a radio to where you can just hear us on the audio. But yeah.
Right.
We think it helps a little bit better when you can see these bearded faces react a little bit.
We've gotten that radio comparison before where we
could but is that like that backhanded insult of like you have a voice for radio? Right. Because that means you have a face for radio too.
I like him for his personality. Imagine the possibilities of Jada Parker versus Seth. Wait, what? Wait, what?
What?
I don't know. Old timey Nick. You do something. It's the hat.
I like to sing about the sun and the moon and the spring, about the sky on T4.
I already yelled at him. This got stupid.
During the main event, that wasn't the main event. That was the middle of the fucking show.
Is this not the Happy Corbin gimmick? Now?
How so?
So he gets a match with the guy he jumped.
What the fuck?
And Briggs has to babysit him.
Why didn't he get fired? By the way, Ava's out here with just 2 interns for no fucking reason. She has Robert Stone and fucking Stevie Turner there. Fucking Stevie Nicks.
Put Stevie in charge. Fuck it.
None of this. None of the NXT fucking actual authority situation makes any worth of a fuck sense.
It's so like cheesy fucking daytime soapish.
I don't want to wait for my life to be over.
Like sands through the hourglass. These are the days of NXT. As the Good Brothers head to the ring. I mean, Stephanie Vacour. Oh, Steph, not Seth. Stephanie Vacour versus Jada.
Yeah, enunciation works.
That gets us better. I watched Duke Hudson was wrestler of the night at Heatwave. He was moving like a cruiserweight. Needs more character. I like Duke. I hate Chase U.
You didn't like Duke. He was the one that's out there before him. You got to know when to hold him. Know when to fold him. He's become just Bad News Barrett of Chase U.
Right.
Well, Thea, I've got some bad news. Ridge helped us cheat, so we're out.
Right.
So, right.
Why?
He never has anything positive to say. He's always just out here dropping fucking truths.
Right. Norbert, good to see you. Alexis, welcome back. Say his name. And yeah, again, we're not done yet. Fire that dog.
Don't give it to Boss Man. He'll make it into like a souffle or something.
One of the best shit. Brooks versus Javon next week. Yes. So the manager, in their infinite wisdom, reinstates a guy, and then minutes later he beats someone up, and his punishment is a match next week with the guy he beat up.
should be at
shit.
minimum a match for
Holy
his job.
shit.
Like if you, oh,
Holy vertical Batman.
yeah.
Oh, to
With the size of
big
these two
Luke
guys, you feel like
Gallows.
you're surprised that Gallows' fucking boots aren't clacking the rafters here. Headbutt the man with a mask. It's a weapon. Do it 100%. Just fucking. Huh.
Right. Yeah, I'd prefer Robert Stone as the GM over Eva for sure.
Both is the answer to this statement. Yeah, I'm either really vitamin or Nick just started seeing Dawson's Creek. Oh wait, never mind. Both. See, great minds. Yeah, stone minds. Both. Right.
We would love to have RVD and or Katie Forbes on this channel at any point.
We might have to be like Fox and just it might black out, but potentially.
I don't care if we have to show up at 3 a.m. just to accommodate their schedule. We'd be here for that.
No, that interview needs to happen at 4:20, either AM or PM.
Yeah, right. So you two are saying that Christopher Daniels has done a better job than Ava. No. But that's not Christopher Daniels' fault. He's presented like a fucking putt. He's like a broomstick. Like there's no point to him. At least Ava is doing her job. I just don't like her.
That fucking got me for some reason. He's like a broomstick. There's no point to him. And I literally broke down of like looking at the end of a broomstick and everything. I was like, shit, this man kind of halfway slid that shit in there, smooth as a motherfucker. You've been struck by a smooth KJ.
It's like butter. OTM needs better gear.
I like this. Sorry, fellas, it's 2 for Tuesday at the dispensary. Well, then use that money you saved and grab some shit from our merch store because we got the finest threads when it comes to the pro wrestling universe out there, and we're still always adding shit. Trust me, we still got ideas turning in the chambers here. 100%. We might see a brunch with the boys, summer tour shirt and everything.
Oh yeah, that's true. I actually could have finished that.
Yeah.
Stamp that back. That's all that's missing.
I know.
I was gonna say something about do you see these reports going around? No, I haven't verified any credible sources yet. But this whole FBI thing with AEW.
Explain.
Apparently, there was a complaint put forward to the FBI. Now, I don't know if it's been debunked yet or not, and I don't know how valid it is on doxing practices. Yeah, you're gonna have to Google that.
What is the AW fan base?
Exactly, but they're blaming the company. They're saying the company.
No shit.
So somebody put forward a complaint. I don't know what it means.
I'm not going to say fully heads or tails on it. I'm going to give my opinion on this if we get towards a commercial break. But I will just say right now, that's their fucking fan base, and that's been their fan base. Yeah. And their fan base encourages shit like that. Like I'm not saying other fan bases are fully superior or what have you, but it's just wrestling fans are fucking weird. Honestly, respectfully, not y'all. You'll watch us.
Not y'all.
The ones who don't.
Oh wait! We got trouble.
Me and
body
with a body out here. Just, how you doing? Fucking Rosie Perez, a white man can't jump out here.
I saw the AW thing too. We'll talk about that later, man. When we got tomorrow.
Yeah, we're conversion therapy out here for wrestling fans. Back to fucking reality, I feel a little bit, because you get some wrestling fans that just get so lost. Too many wrestling fans use the context "we" when they're talking about a company. Yeah. Why do we use "we"? I didn't know you started getting employed. 1, 2, 3. OTM.
Break 7. Jesus Christ. OTM picks up the dub over the Good Brothers.
The O in OTM now stands for "Oh, holy shit, they beat the Good Brothers."
Right? Interesting.
Yeah, me, 100%. Who do I got to talk to about some ideas for Wrestling for Life Network shirt designs? Well, be a friend. Tell me.
Is that's
Fallon?
Fallon with a filter.
Yeah. So we're bigging up the match between Sol Ruka and Fallon, as Fallon, I guess, was cutting a promo at Kalani of how her title reign will be ending soon. Sol Ruka 100% looks like she has a favorite X Games. She's a big Rancid and Sublime fan.
100%.
If I fall back down, you're gonna be.
I like her, man. I like the
Yeah,
sweet spot.
I'm gonna soak up the. She's good. It's I don't know. I feel like there's just she's running in the issue with me of there's other people I like more than her on the roster.
Yeah. And again, I mean, for me, she's still, coming out the gate. That knee injury slowed her down. So we will
She's
see.
miles ahead of a Nikita, though. And think about it. Nikita was initially supposed to be like the chosen one.
Yeah, and plus, when Sol has shown up, her matches have been solid. Like that match on the weekend was great. Nikita had some clunky matches when we had Nikita. Like she's kind of built on more of her internet buzz than her actual.
She's built on thickness instead of quickness,
which is not a bad thing to be built on, folks. But we are rolling as I'm getting a commercial for the Miz documentary. Yeah, we are here right till the end of the show tonight. Of course, we are back tomorrow, Thursday, Friday, all the days. We got more coming your way. We got our summer planned out. And yeah, we're trying to bring you guys as much content as we possibly can, working on some real cool stuff. So stay tuned, be a friend, tell a friend, strap in, strap on, and have all the fun stuff. Yes, you heard me.
Yeah, 100%. And I'm not going to say too much, but brunch with the boys might be, coming back sooner rather than later. I'll just say that. Give you a little tease, a little dash there. But yeah, no, Up to Something season never sleeps 100%, and appreciate everybody that's rocking with us. If we've still been on an NXT here tonight, kicking around 80, 90, damn near reaching triple digits. Let's see if we can reach that before we end here tonight. But yeah, big things popping, no things stopping. Up to Something season never sleeps. And y'all are 100% the shit that keeps this engine rolling.
Keep it coming. Keep it coming. I want to see triple digits in this chat. We got 84. If you're watching right now, go grab a friend or two and get us to that triple digit mark. But wow, it was semi-clean. It wasn't squeaky clean. There was some misdirection and some other shit.
The only non-clean was you had Mia Yams showing up and going at Jada Parker to cause distraction. But beyond that, it was a pretty clean.
Clean.
It was one of those, though, too. It looked good of, like, you had Bronco with the huge suspended suplex spot and everything. Like, they really putting a rub on those guys. Pause. They just need a better fucking name.
Yeah.
Out the mud.
Out the mud. Yeah, I don't love it. And again, I visualize something else when you tell me you're out the mud. And it's like the joke, right? 2 pigs jump in the mud, 3 comes out. Dirty joke.
Yeah.
Anyway.
And the beat
KJ
goes
Nick,
on.
what are your thoughts on Damon Kemp leaving the WWE?
We hardly knew you.
Yeah, I mean, young kid, natural athlete. Let's see.
I can't wait till he shows up and he's paired up with Parker Boudreaux on Rampage.
I'll take a For Life hoodie. Go check out the merch store. I can drop a cool design. Interesting. You know how to reach out to us, folks.
Right there. It's literally scrolling right beneath you as we speak. It's in the descriptions of every video and the channel.
KG shook your head. No, definitely not to anything you said. But I'm not always in control of my head.
Y'all got to realize by the time we read your comment, we're reading some other shit. So it's not connective.
Right.
We are the fuel that feeds the beast. Rawr. Yes. 420.
That's amazing. Don't do it.
I'm now going to do that more just because I know it. Fuck it. Well, and I'll be your Liv Morgan. Well, did you see? Has everyone seen the other video that's going around of Rhea showing up to where Liv was backstage watching it and kind of chuckling and walks off of.
Yeah.
She knows 100% what she's doing.
She know what she's doing.
She set a fucking trap and it fucking worked out perfectly.
She know what she's doing. She knows exactly what she's doing.
Absolutely.
Right.
Why is Steven Spielberg pitching for the Olympics?
Welcome
to Jurassic Park.
Right. Are we not allowed to promote the channel? I'm not sure specifically what you're talking about, John. I mean, there are
100% promote the fucking channel wherever you goddamn go. Christ, buy a t-shirt, walk around with a goddamn sign on your back for all I fucking care.
Yeah,
100%. I love it.
Yeah, I mean, again, as far as freewheeling, you're not really a thing, but yeah, definitely support the channel at all costs.
Just grab people's phones, rain them on the side, and say, "I'm going to take a picture of you. I'm going to take a selfie." And just hit that subscribe button for them.
Right.
Hit all the buttons. Hey, look, they just got tall Damon Kemp to replace Damon Kemp.
Right. Okay.
What? It's Matty Rinkowski. I can't even remember her NXT name at this point.
What was the point of that?
She didn't see anything, but what are they? They're hiding a body. Is that the way that they sent off Damon Kemp? As they like hiding the body in the trunk?
Mm-hmm. As here comes softcore country.
100%.
This is outstanding. This girl's transition has been quick.
It takes the tractor another round. Save a horse, ride a cowboy.
What are your McMahon being? We're not going to dive too far in this. We'll come back on Thursday and ask that, Anthony. But yeah, I don't know enough details at the moment. But Vince has got himself in some hot waters. We'll see if he can pay his way out of these ones.
We can all agree on fuck Vince McMahon. I'll just say that. But I don't know enough as far as his case to really break down and from a judiciary sense. But still, at the end of the day, wrestling's better currently without Vince McMahon.
Not wrong. Based on what politics? Not on the politics, but again, something we'll talk about later in the week as we get more information. And I haven't really dove into who the source of all this is. But the idea and the company that came forward with the complaint is the idea of taking private information and basically weaponizing it publicly. So if you know somebody's place of business and you don't like their opinion and you happen to let your fans know this is where you could find said person, that's not allowed. So I got to know more before I have an opinion, just like Vince. Fair's fair.
Fair enough. I guess AEW's policy is make wrestling elite again.
Right.
By the way, I'm taking Fallon Henley for this. Fallon Henley, I can't wait till she's on the main roster. I'm calling this within the next minimum, actually, damn near I'd say maximum 5 years. Fallon Henley versus Tiffany Stratton's a WrestleMania match.
I can't even argue that. I mean, yeah, why not?
She's got all the fucking makings, my guy.
She knows exactly what she's doing.
Oh, that was
killing me, Smalls.
And that's not fully taken away. Like, this ain't like she's out here with a fucking JOB and everything with Sol Ruca. Of very much that Sol Ruca's another one that's a perfect competitor. Like, you're seeing the next plot that's coming up. What?
Right. I'm laughing at Dreamer.
Oh, I don't even know what I even said to warn that comment.
That was your row, your little cat, your row, your Simba. Yeah, your Simba.
Hey. Oh, I just can't wait to be king.
Polo Super, random, interesting career for Subban. Love him. Probably, I don't know, top 50.
Really?
Yeah, I mean, again, his career.
I feel like he never got that love.
He just a short career. I mean, I give him credit. He had his reasons, but he was good. He was never. He could have been so much better. That I'll put it that way.
Top 50 all time or top 50 recent?
Probably all time. He'd probably squeeze into the 50 top defenseman of all time.
I think Subban caught a bit more of attention because of his personality and everything like that, and his physicality than he did his actual gameplay and everything like that. Of I think that there's defensemen that between like on ice are better than PK, but PK got attention because he warranted attention.
Yeah, I mean, there was an offensive upside to him, and there was a real leadership side to him. But again, yeah, I agree with you. He had never really translated to as much success as it could have.
I feel like a guy like Corey Krug has just as much offensive game as PK, though.
I mean, not at PK's peak. He was a guy that really could fucking shock you, and I love Tori. So, but PK was just a little more explosive and dynamic that way at times. Kind of thought he would have a better career. Is she trying to be
similar to Carlson?
Carlson's ahead of both.
Well, yeah. Well, I was gonna say, but where would you say? Like, would you say comparable as far as like offensive defenseman?
Carlson's one of the best to ever do it as far as offensive defenseman. His problem has been injury and inconsistency.
Yeah, but I put PK way like
below.
Gets her hung up as she was kind of halfway popping up, trying to go for the soul snatcher.
Soul hookah.
Pass the Dochi on the left hand side.
Keith Urban met Sublime. I'll take that.
Really. She's out there of Zach Brown Band and THC.
Right. Nice. I like the splits cutter-ish thing she did there.
Yeah, but you can't do that for a long time. You end up like Matt Hardy with your fucking pelvis fusing to your spine and shit.
I think she'd be all right. My bold prediction, Liv Morgan defeats Ripley at SummerSlam. Damien, I'm with you. Been calling it, guys. Yeah, no, that's exactly what I see happening. We got a few weeks of fucking around and playing.
Once you explain it, it makes sense.
Yeah, I think it really could happen. It's over. Oh, wait. Jump.
Then
fly. Soul win. Soul win.
Distraction. Fuck off. I still think this is weird. So we've got the Mean Girls.
Why is this weird?
Ruka, as even then though, you could very much see Fallon leaning into setting for the soul snatcher and everything of like she fucking dolphin dive damn near for that fucking move.
Okay. Yeah, maybe a little. Not wrong. But yeah, Soul Ruka's on fire right now.
So you're gonna have now the heels paired up with Fallon. That's what it seems to be.
They have been for weeks. They have been for the last few weeks.
They haven't been hanging out like that.
They have? I missed an episode, and I know they have.
Nah, I think you're going up. No, those two have been hanging out. They haven't been hanging with Fallon.
Fallon's been with them, my guy. This is not a surprise to me. They were even talking earlier.
I'm not saying it's a huge surprise off of they were talking earlier, but the fact that they're doing their little trios thing, I think is off of them talking tonight.
For the last few weeks, they've been hanging out. Like these three have been working together, kind of.
MDB, yes, I understand that. I'm agreeing with that, and that's what I'm going off of. That's where this started, motherfucker.
No, but it's been a few weeks of this.
And Anonymous out here sharing. Bro, she's made for the fucking Wyatts out here or something, because she's out here talking to Barbie dolls and why don't you love me?
Nick, they've been dead ass hanging out for the last couple of weeks.
Shut up.
The heels have been hanging out for 3 weeks. Oh, the doll has no head.
I'm not listening.
Who's that? Oh, Choo Choo.
Yeah.
Okay.
Because they're halfway. They had the whole little thing last week to where they sat next to each other and they kind of shook hands. So Tatum out there with, a shank as a fucking Barbie doll.
Yeah. As Jensen still having issues.
At this point, do you expect me to not be wrong on these predictions? I feel like at this point, if I'm the Meltzer of the situation of just, if I say it, it's probably wrong.
That's not true.
The hesitation in your voice was not convincing, sir.
Lately, some of the big ones that haven't gone your way.
Yeah, pretty fucking strongly.
right? Like, from kind of Mania on, you've been on a bit of a.
I've been on a fucking cold streak, my guy. I've been losing.
Mm-hmm. Thank you so much, Kevin. We appreciate you. We appreciate the love. We appreciate everything, folks. And we're back at it all the damn time.
Absolutely, absolutely.
5-1, Dale having a night.
There you go. There you
go. Break number 8. Jeez. Then they might squeeze one more in. Main event time, though.
Yeah, so tag match. So say his name and
he appears. Get ready.
I believe in Joe Hendry.
I know there's people out there right now, Anthony, that already have like the Joe Hendry post queued up to go.
He's recorded a reaction to something that hasn't happened yet. I see your name, sir. I hate to say it, but I feel like you've probably already recorded a reaction to something that has not happened. There are tweets saved in drafts upon multiple accounts right now, responding and reacting to something that is yet to happen.
Right. I think it's good. I think people are preloading their shit. They're ready.
100%. We're about to see the second this man pops up, your Twitter feed's about to explode of, oh my God, can you believe it? They didn't know. They didn't know. They just had it already. They had option A and option B loaded, and they just chose which side of the trigger to pull.
I'm going to ask a question. Sorry to just get.
No, you're good. Go ahead.
On a side tangent. Can anyone out there tell me who was in the trunk of the car that Dempsey and the quarterback? Was it supposed to be Kemp?
I assume so. I assume.
That's how they're writing Kemp off TV, by just putting him in the trunk of a car?
By doing fucking Goodfellas. I always knew I wanted to be a gangster. No, Roxanne, Kalani, or the tag champs. They can't give you everything on every fucking show. Just saying.
No, and NXT has always done a good job. Like the NXT at its heyday, they had a really solid pattern to how they would do it. Like you wouldn't get, your favorite wrestlers on NXT every single week. You might get a promo one week and then a package the next week, or
rotations.
And they had to rotate it in and out. Like they only had that hour show at the time, which was great, but it kept it fresh. So yeah. You might not get Roxanne tonight. You might not get Kalani, but you might get them next week, and you won't get the OCs of the world next week.
Yeah, next week's when you get the red light, not tonight.
Right. Nick, you hilarious.
I'm delirious more than anything. That's right. I don't know about hilarious. I'm more delirious.
It's amazing that you threw out delirious, because that's what we popped about earlier in the chat.
There you go.
Funny shit. NXT kills people off just like TNA. TNA is the best because they will kill you and then bring you back.
You step in front of a train and you come back. Right. But meanwhile, NXT is just the parking lot. It's getting from the parking lot to the arena is like run.
Dangerous.
Once you're in the arena, you're good. Once you're in your car, you're good. Between those, that fucking concrete, that pavement, that asphalt, you're fucked.
It's Jimmy Hoffa. Let's go.
We finally figured out where he is. He's at NXT. He's about to debut.
Right. Who was Damon Kemp looking? That's the new Damon Kemp.
It's so terrible that I can't even remember the poor man.
What did you call him? No
way. Jose.
No, you called him like some way Jose or some.
Oh yeah, halfway Jose.
Hey, Cedric.
Hey,
let's go.
He looks like he's about to fucking host a youth ministry or a summer camp.
Yo, he wants to contribute to NXT any way he can. Halfway Jose's good.
Yeah.
So, ladies and gentlemen,
give me Cedric and Oba. Give me that as a little group. That's interesting. And I like though of hey, we haven't had shit for you in a minute. Yeah. You're fucking talented. We probably fucked some shit up under the old man. We'll throw you on NXT. We'll reheat you. We'll fucking. Ashante the Adonis as well. Hey, well,
they were
they were a tag team,
but now they
of
just like
Cedric and Adonis for a minute.
but they had separate conversations. Like the other one wasn't in the room. It was really odd.
I would have separate conversations with this man. This man needs to be watched by security. This man's got
poor
scorpions
Stevie.
and a fucking toothbrush and everything
They
walking
shut the
around.
door
with
on the
him.
cutie. That's not nice. Cedric definitely looked like he wanted to have a conversation about our Lord and Savior Jesus Christ.
Right. Have you heard about our Lord and Savior Dwayne The Rock Johnson? And then Ashante just I'll be running through the 6 with my
Right.
This man does a Fortnite dance. This man's flossing 100%.
How many assistants does Ava need? At least 2, one to hold down each side of her shirt. Jesus Christ. Come on.
As next week we're getting Gallus versus the Rascalz.
Yes. I guess no tag team with Cedric and Ashante. No. I'm a little surprised they didn't come down and just team up and kind of build their tag repertoire in NXT.
I'm not, because if I'm Cedric, you're going to let him go before you'll let me go. So I'm not going to be paired with that motherfucker. So when you let him go, I'm still good.
Yeah. If you had that choice.
Respectfully, I'm keeping Cedric before I keep Ashante.
Yeah, you're not wrong. It's good to see. I mean, again, Cedric showing up and saying, I want to contribute any way I can. Ashante, the assistant. I like it. But folks, let's go. Start saying his name. Blow up this chat. Start saying his name. Let's see if he appears. As Trick Williams is coming out.
It has to be. It has to be. Now I'm waiting on pins and needles. My guy.
Here we go. Say his name, folks. Will he appear?
The fucking Chris Kringle of wrestling here. Santa Claus.
He's the Beetlejuice of fucking pro wrestling.
Yeah, you gotta at least say it like 3 times. You gotta clap and everything.
Right. Joe Hendry. Candyman.
Yeah, whoa. If KJ shows up tomorrow stung by bees, you know why.
Right. It's okay. I'm not near a mirror.
Is the screen not a mirror, sir?
Oh, deep, my guy. Nick philosophizing here on Tuesday.
Philosophizing and pontificating on the vitamins.
All right, ladies and gentlemen. Who does Trick have?
Come on. I'm halfway here buzzing I got the spirit fingers just waiting for it.
Look, everyone looking. Here we go.
Literally, come on. Do it. Give it to me. Hit me.
Let's go.
Do
His
it.
name,
do
man.
it.
He
do
appears. I
Say
believe
his
in
name,
Joe Hendry.
man. He appears. I believe in Joe Hendry.
Let's go.
I believe in Joe Hendry.
Let's go. Let's fucking go.
I like though how he's working this still of like here he's pretty much a heel. Like he's halfway a babyface because everybody wants to fucking cheer for him. But he's here out of spite of he's here on fuck you energy. Of I'm here because screw you, Sean. You sat there and had me, set me up to get fucking eliminated first and everything in this goddamn battle royal.
Here we go.
This is just something about this just fits right, my guy. Like it just feels like it's a thing that's supposed to be like this man's a common occurrence on NXT.
Over as shit, man. It is good. Joe Hendry here to team with.
And they've even gotten a little TNA lower third and everything. A little fucking title placard that's specifically TNA. Let's go.
Here's his little pose. Look, dude, he knows exactly where that fucking hard cam is.
Blue Steel. Hey, there's people on this side of the camera.
Joe Hendry, he's so hot right now.
What is this? A main event for Ents?
As we are off and running.
Punk's line of, hey, there's people on this side of the camera.
Who wins, folks? Who wins? Yeah, 100%.
So we've got Trick Williams and Joe Hendry versus Sean Spears and Ethan Page. And my guy, Joe Hendry, has decided this match. They are winning 100%. Trick and Joe will absolutely. And Joe Hendry is pinning Ethan Page.
I kind of want Joe to beat up Trick.
He could after the match, but I'm
Yeah.
telling you right now that I feel Joe Hendry gets the pin on.
Listen,
Does he
Boston.
get the pin? I almost feel, but does he get the pin on Ethan Page of you have what's probably going to be your NXT champion pinning your your TNA champion pinning your NXT champion? You set up the rematch that way.
Yeah, why not, man? I'm good with all of it. It's wicked. It's working, and the energy around it is so crazy. Am I the only one who doesn't believe in Joe Hendry? Listen, Boston.
Yes, yes, you are. Just
I think,
answer it. Just yes, yes,
yeah.
you are.
You listen. We tolerate a lot of your grumpiness, but no, I see. It's not. He's not naysaying. I'll give him his flowers. That he just doesn't really know him that well. But go look him up. I mean, his old stuff, his old work is outstanding.
Right. Oh, his trick with the crossbodies. He was very much weebly wobbly setting up for that here.
Oh, hello.
Trick Joe Trick.
Have the BAP down, but we're all right. We're all right.
Yeah, as we're in the last commercial, I would assume as we're 3 minutes to the end here.
It has to be the last commercial. Now we're going to go for probably 8 over, but we are in our last commercial break. Joe Hendry, Trick Williams, hold the high ground right now, folks. Get in that chat. Let us know how you're feeling. We got lots of moving parts in this show tonight.
And we had the Rascalz and Joe Hendry on the same show.
Yeah, amongst and again, I think the funny part is where people who are looking to kind of take the piss out of it will say, well, Joe and the Rascalz, blah, 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 blah. But there's other stuff within this that's working. Like there's NXT related shit that's going well.
Yes, but NXT stuff right now is not the headlines, is not the clickbait storylines or anything like that. It's still really good. Of NXT has gotten back to its consistency and its regularity, 100%. But your Joe Hendry showing up, your Rascal showing up is what gets people clicks.
Oh yeah, no, in that regard, it's definitely an improvement. I'm just saying to act like Joe Hendry and Rascalz are a crutch. They're not. They're an enhancement.
Oh no, yeah, no, because that's the thing is,
yeah, the show's cooking.
But that's where you get the Twitter backlash of people that built a narrative in their own head. So if they don't get it, that's when this is the worst NXT ever. But why? Is it mad? Are you mad about it because it didn't do what you wanted to do, or because it was actually bad?
That's the good question. And that's the thing that we're always questioning around here is how we feeling,
right.
And why are we feeling how we feel that way? Did we set up unrealistic expectations, or did we come up with a very mono-focused kind of conclusion and didn't give an opportunity to some other side, options? The fan base is funny. The fan base is very interesting.
Well, it's at the end of the day, you have to pull your theory out of the equation and see where it went there.
Mm-hmm. Maybe.
No, yes. I'm saying if you're going of it if you thought that they were going to do this and they don't,
100%.
Pull your mindset out of that and then gauge it on that. Oh, yeah. So what did they actually give me versus what I thought they could give me?
Fact. And again, vitamins had that one go over my head for a second. I'm like, what
theory
did I have? Relativity. What are we talking about? As we get back to
the action. Have a dream that you thought you had, you think you thought that you had?
I think I'm in one right now.
Be like one of those, I'd be like that kid. I like turtles.
Right. I can't get the smile off my face. Scott, that's what it's supposed to do. Spearsy giving us a little shimmy.
If I were a rich girl, he's wearing the alternative fucking attire for the Green Power Ranger, by the way.
Yeah. KJ Nick, are you doing a TNA stream on Thursday? Not specifically. We will keep an eye on it for anything major that happens. Plus, we will have a lot of Slammiversary conversation on Thursday. We will be live at 8 p.m. on Thursday. Plus, we have Anthony's amazing weekly reviews. And if you haven't been following Anthony's weekly reviews on this channel, go check him out. He bangs it out, keeps you up to date on everything TNA, in only the way the chapeau that runs the show can.
Absolutely. We had to make an executive decision of, finding a date where we could actually do
We needed
other
more.
things besides these live streams because there's so much wrestling going on here.
If the
So we
ratings keep
chose.
if the ratings keep dipping, it might be Wednesdays instead of Thursdays, but that's a ways.
Fair enough, but we chose Thursdays, but yeah, Anthony still got you covered on your whole Impact review, and we're going to be here coming up for Slammiversary as well. So we still keep an eye on TNA, but we might not be covering it live. We didn't get the Twitch deal, so we can't be sitting here showing the footage.
Trick with the leg, Larry. It's on fire.
This man with the question kicks. This man he's got early day Booker T a little bit with him. And I liked how even when he came out here at Heatwave with the Harlem Heat gear, and they even showed Booker's kind of reaction to it. The little tribute, the little nod.
Mm-hmm. Big shoulder block coming off the apron. Ethan Page rolling. And again, I don't know if anyone else caught this. A very big emphasis on tag team wrestling tonight on NXT. A very good tag team presence this eve, including, I know this is a makeshift match.
You're going to turn around and pitch to where people are going to think that we're going to end this show with another tag team coming out here.
I say be greedy, but fuck, that's a lot.
I had to argue with people on your pause if they're like, well, said be greedy. Well, calm her down.
I got myself in trouble with that fucking gimmick. He's got the look. It's almost Zack Sabre Jr. look. Who? Joe Hendry and Zack Sabre Jr.?
Why? Just because of very much dyed blonde hair? Is that that's the only reason?
I don't know. I don't see it.
Over with wrestling fans outside of their own company and dyed blonde hair, because Zack Sabre Jr.'s hair is not blonde, neither is Joe Hendry. They're both brunettes, and they've dyed their hair blonde. That's it.
Right.
That's the only connective tissue. One super technical, one super showman, and it is a whole different style in the ring. Is, UK wrestling style. Fuck, they're both, Zack Sabre Jr.'s World of Sports. Joe Hendry's very much more showmanship, still a little bit more what people would like to say is the WWE style of,
Right. It's all right. MDB's with you. Zack Sabre Jr. doesn't wear knee pads. Joe Hendry is superior.
We're basing it on attire.
Right.
This is like people basing fucking teams in a game over fucking colorways and shit.
Right. Jumping neck breaker. Good match.
Yeah. As we've been 4 minutes in the overrun, and it hasn't felt like an overrun.
Right. Oh, Mensa's back.
Oh,
Menace.
Yeah, menace to society out here. Just running off Ethan. Oh, this is how you get it. You get the tag into Joe Hendry as Ethan Page has been run off. Yep, tag into Joe Hendry. Clothesline.
Joe gonna get the pin? DDT!
Right.
He's down quicker than a hiccup.
Boston, I didn't even know that comment was from you, so call me tits. I'm the champ around.
Fall away slam.
Ooh, kip up.
Over as shit.
Well, there's been people that have questioned, has the Joe Hendry train slowed down?
Dude, he does. Sorry, he did the blue steel mid-match. This is where you say it. Like, no offense to TNA. They do what they do. But to see someone like Joe elevated at, with a higher production value.
From Trick rolls him in.
Do you believe what?
When did this man start hitting Undertaker and fucking Kane choke slams and everything? Yeah.
That whole choke slam is now his finish.
So,
Joe Joe Hendry. Trick doesn't know what to do.
You could be mechanical, yeah.
Trick's like, who is this crazy white boy standing next to me trying to make me
Yeah. But no, like you said, and all due respect to TNA, but you see these guys on a different platform and a different level. These guys and gals, like Jordynne Grace, the second she walked through the NXT curtain, it was like, all right, you fit in, like you fit perfect. Like this is like a glove.
Look. Sorry, dude. Trick
Trick's literally like, what the fuck do I do?
What
I
is
don't know what to
happening?
do with my hands. What
Now
do I
everyone's
do with my
turn on
hands?
Joe. We believe in Joe Hendry.
We believe in Trick Hendry.
That's how you win a match. No
Say
roll up.
his name and he whoops that trick. I believe in Trick Hendry.
That's it. We are off the air, ladies and gentlemen. That is NXT in the books. A fun one tonight. We will take your rating out of 10. Who you got? Who do you got? Who do you got? As far as your rating, not who, but what?
What?
Why? Yeah, thank you for that. Yeah, I mean, I enjoyed the show tonight. Joe Hendry main events gets the win. And literally, one of the last things we heard on NXT tonight was, do you believe? Yeah.
In miracles? Which, by the way, how did Canada work out?
They were down 2-0. It wasn't going well.
I shouldn't have asked.
No.
I was hoping I would have been called.
Hold on, hope, okay?
Wait, what?
Hold on for a miracle. Yeah, Argentina with the dub. Going to the Canada will play for bronze.
They're gonna rematch them in hockey to see who draws even.
Yeah, I will happily take a
Argentina versus Canada in hockey.
Right? You saw Mighty Ducks too. It's like fucking
quack.
Trinidad and Tobago.
Yeah. Feel the rhythm. Feel the rhyme. Come on, yo. It's hockey time.
We got one.
All right. But
8 out of 10.
How do you feel about NXT? Give your ratings, folks. Let us know.
Yes.
I see Anthony's 8s. I see 8s. I see 8.5s. I see a 3 out of 6. So I guess 50-50. John with a 9 out of 10. Eric with an 8 out of 10. We're getting a lot of 8s. A lot of 8s.
8 out of 10. Yeah. Joe with the 9. 3 out of 6. Kira hasn't quite got the system down
50.
yet. 50%. 8.5, 8, 8, 8. I think 8's fair. I'm solid with an 8. That's a borderline great show tonight. 8 out of 10. Very solid.
7.75.
Jesus Christ. You're killing me, Smalls.
That was the intent. No, it was halfway a good show. Like I'll go with an 8. I'll agree with you on an 8. At the very least, you had the Rascalz show up. You had Joe Hendry coming out of Heat Wave. I could almost see if building this up to an 8.5. I mean, the Jensen stuff was really fucking awkward and really hurt everything that they had been doing with that. So that to me is a big negative.
They dropped that ball.
Yeah, personally, like I really like that sort of. I like the idea of this man just showing up and just going fuck some shit up. Wanted the idea of this man's, out there with the megaphone of where are my ice cream bars type shit.
Right. No, I was really surprised the direction they went with that tonight, man.
That to me is so a big letdown. So that's why, that wasn't great. Fallon and Sol Ruka was a good match, was really good. Tyreek, the Good Brothers and OTM was good. The other tag match with Tyreek, TNT, was good as well. So, yeah, I'll go with you on 8.
Yeah,
I feel like that's been the consistent theme of Philly since like Money in the Bank. Pretty much every show's been 8.
In that neighborhood, yeah, for sure. 8.5, 8.
Like that's the consistent.
Boston gave it an 8. That's all you need to know about tonight's show is Boston gave it a good number.
There you go.
And then his heart grew. Then his heart grew 3 times.
He didn't steal any of the toys from the kids in Whoville.
Right. 8 out of 10. And so Chair Aura hurt the show. No, listen, I get the idea that a lower star, a lower kind of mid card guy interrupted, but there's history between Ethan and Aura, and
You're
Aura's a nice first
building.
W.
You're building, and it's even still of that's how you're going to get this guy over. And it's already been working. Of when I see you, it's on site. I don't mind that at all. I think it works, and it especially works of keeping metaphor relevant as well, outside of No Way being there. And you've got a guy involved with the world title. You got Joe Hendry over. You got the Rascalz over. You're giving Wesley something outside of the North American title now. We had even talked of them. They would have done that in reverse. I like a lot of where NXT's going right now.
Feels like it's getting over. It's working through some of the issues coming out of the draft. They're building up some stars.
I'm excited to see the summer of NXT.
Javon wasn't a star a couple weeks ago.
He got involved. He got wrapped into at least. What do you got for Javon?
Yes.
So let's put him with Jensen.
100%. You got Javon coming up. Or like again, you got to give the wrestlers an opportunity. They have to have a chance. So again, they've built up some type of rivalry. And Aura's a good first W. I mean, Paige will beat him relatively convincingly, but maybe that leads to Paige and Noam.
Is that your Great American Bash match, though? Or is that a regular match?
Yeah, it might be a normal show match.
This is a good step.
What?
Would you add a step to it?
No, not yet.
Just straight singles match?
Yeah, just beat him up. Fuck it.
Ooh.
Could we see Rollins as special guest referee for Drew vs. Punk?
No, I could see him as a competitor in that match.
Interesting. I like the special guest referee kind of take to it. That's interesting. Or I want them
both of the match never ends.
No, but I mean, if you imagine if Punk does hit the go to sleep and he forces Seth to make that count, like that's
how's he gonna force him?
Well, I mean, we're not going to just let the match go forever, my guy. He's going to count a win eventually.
Oh, you're right, but then you're siding with one way or the other. That's
that
why
reluctant.
I would rather them go
I hate you.
I'd rather them be the threequel. You have them all face each other. I wouldn't add the caveat of a special guest referee. We've had enough ref fuckery between Seth and Damien, between Punk and Damien and everything like that. So we've had enough ref fuckery. So, I know you're probably going to say that that's a good reason to add a special guest referee. Yeah. I say no to the ref fuckery.
Right. Fair enough. Just a fantasy thought. Did
Joe? It works either way. Like I had to present a counter argument to your point, so it's got legs.
I think I think I'm really curious if they go triple. Like, I mean, there's so much heat between those two. I feel like we need to get those two to kind of deal with it before you start dancing with a third. Did Joe show up? Joe did show up and got the pin and went off the air to his music.
Yeah, 100%. It's crazy to think about. They even had the lower little title placard for TNA talent, which means they know that there's going to be a lot more coming through them doors.
Yeah, they ain't done with that. But folks, we will throw out our last call on the chat tonight. We're going to shut her down. We're going to tap out. We are back at it tomorrow and for the rest of the weekend for all your wrestling. We got so much coming your way. Be a friend, tell a friend, share our link any chance you get. Bring a sign with our names, our logo, whatever on him to a wrestling show. You get yourself a free t-shirt. Plus, check out all our links below. Check out all our socials and even on the Discord. Beyond that, fun night. HBK continues to cook. I like what we're doing here.
He out there, Chef Curry with the pot.
Yes, absolutely.
But 100%, our shit is real. Our shit is raw. Our shit is authentic. Up to something season never sleeps, often imitated, never replicated, never duplicated. Out here murdering the game. our shit is real, our shit is raw, our shit is authentic. When you're talking about the rest of people to put that polar life with it. I don't know how to run it back without going the full way through it. So you can have that. That ain't even what I'm mad at.
It's all right, folks. We believe in Joe Hendry. We believe in y'all out there. Come back tomorrow. See you on the flip side.